All right, so today Gman and I are going to be working on puzzles together. And we're doing Puzzle Rush Survival Mode. We're going to take as much time as possible. Hey. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're ready. Rookie one.
Yeah, this was a back rank.
That was too easy for you.
Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, that one was
That's a back rank checkmate.
Yes. This
Here.
one is also, yeah, let's just checkmate here.
Well, we have to practice notation.
Oh, yes,
So
I do actually. Queen D8.
And what do you say?
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Queen D8 checkmate. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Perfect. Rook D6 checkmate. Yeah.
Rook takes D6.
Rook takes D6 checkmate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rook takes D6. That's checkmate.
Yes. Okay, this one. Let's see. Okay, this one is a back rank again. So Queen E1.
Queen E1.
Yes.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Yes, sir.
The square.
Yes.
That is a checkmate.
Yes. Okay, this one is interesting because it is also Rook C1 checkmate. Okay, no, Rook C1, then
Rook C1 check.
Yes, Rook takes Rook. Rook takes Bishop, checkmate.
Yep.
Okay. All right, this is Queen D1 checkmate.
Here?
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, this one again is simple. It is Rook B8 checkmate. Yeah. Well, Rook B8. Then
Check.
Yeah, Rook B8 check. Then Rook takes E8 checkmate.
Nice.
This one is. Let's have a look. Aha. This is Queen takes C2 checkmate.
Queen takes C2 checkmate.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Yes. Okay. So far, so good. Let's think about this one. Move.
Just working through the puzzles. These are rated 500 now.
I'm just thinking, yeah, just one second.
Oh, I know. Don't take your time.
Okay, so I'm thinking knight takes f6, so that's a double check from the knight and the queen, and then king goes to king goes to d7, and then
So you're looking at knight takes f6 check, king d7.
king d7. Yeah, I'm not sure if that is right, but that's what I'm thinking. And then I can do bishop b5, but then knight takes bishop, and then queen. Can we say, okay, no, that's not it. Just thinking.
Is it a double check?
It is, right, because there is.
So knight takes f6 check. The knight is checking the king.
And the queen is checking
and the queen. So
yes.
Which squares does the knight attack?
Oh, the knight attacks every possible square, so it's a checkmate. Yeah.
The knight covers d7.
Yes, knight covers d7. Yeah, checkmate.
So
yeah,
when you
go
check,
yes.
you take this away
yes,
as well.
Yes,
so it's a checkmate. You're sure?
Yes.
Knight takes f6, double check, and mate.
Yes. That is. Sorry, it took a long time.
No, don't say sorry. This is not a rush.
This is not
all about
okay,
accuracy.
Perfect. Okay.
All about accuracy and working it out.
Then I'm very happy. Yes. Okay, so this one is queen takes f2. That's a check. Then we will have.
Then what will they play?
They're gonna play king h1.
Yeah.
Then we are going to play queen f1. Then rook takes queen, and we take it with the rook. That's a checkmate back rank.
You're sure?
Yes, very sure.
Queen takes f2, check.
Yes.
Queen f1,
Sacrifice
check.
the queen. Yes. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Okay. Oh, this one is fine. Yeah, so this one is just queen g7 checkmate.
Queen g7, checkmate?
Yes. Yes. Done. Mm-hmm.
Somebody says, I mean, Dr. Lord Mayonnaise says, no, you focus. I'll read the comments.
Oh, okay.
Gman has been studying Valentinian streams, obviously. His pattern recognition is already better than I thought it would be. Valentinian is a resident puzzles grandmaster in the chessbrah channel.
Oh, is that right? I see.
Yeah. He's rated about 2,600 chess.com
Oh, wow.
puzzles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is a bit tricky, so I'm just going to think a bit more. There is no rush, right? So it's okay.
There's absolutely no rush. It's all about accuracy.
Okay, perfect.
And one thing you to try to work on, they made it really easy beginning. It was all back rank checkmate.
Mm-hmm.
But in chess, it usually doesn't
Doesn't
come that
work.
easy. So try to treat the positions as if you had it in a game. So you're
Okay.
not just looking for a checkmate. You're looking for the best move with
Okay.
optimal moves instead of the quick fix.
That makes so much sense. Yeah. It doesn't come that easy. I can imagine that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just thinking here. I feel like. Yeah. So I feel like the best move here would be knight knight a4, and then knight a4 is going to fork the king and the queen and the bishop. If bishop takes f2, then we have knight protecting it, so it's fine. I think that's the best move in this.
And after knight a4, you're attacking the queen and the bishop?
Yes, most likely.
Can the queen move anywhere to defend the bishop?
The queen can't move anywhere to. Let's see. Yes, the queen can move to a5 to defend the bishop. No, it cannot move anywhere to defend the bishop. Unfortunately, yeah. So the bishop can be taken.
You want to go here?
Yes, that would be my move. At least. That's what I'm thinking. Because this covers is fine and this is fine. So yeah, this would be appropriate. Yeah.
And now?
Now we just take the
bishop?
Yeah, take the bishop. Took a while.
No. That's good.
Okay, black to move. Okay, the first move is pretty obvious. That would be queen e3. That would be a check. Then where can it move? It can move above, right? And that would be all right. So this is what I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna think. Yeah, like I know how to draw an arrow now. So yeah.
Queen e3 check.
Queen e3 check. So the king can only move here. Can't move there. Can't move there. Yeah, and then we just go up and checkmate. Yeah.
Sorry. Tell me the moves.
Oh, the queen. Okay. So
Queen e3 check.
Queen e3 check, right? So
King
the king
where?
can only go here.
Yeah.
Can't go here. Covered by the knight. Covered by the queen. So can't go here. 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 So the only place it can go is here.
Yeah.
And then after it goes there, we can then we just do queen e1. Queen e1 check.
Right.
Yeah.
And then what if my king?
Mm-hmm.
My king is here.
Mm-hmm.
What if I eat your queen?
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me think. Yeah, one second. in
No,
that.
don't rush it. Just slow down, double check everything is defended. Because the queen's undefended when you put your queen here, right?
Yes, of
'Cause
course.
you could have just.
No, and then we do knight c3 check here.
So
Let me-
tell me the moves.
Okay, let me.
No.
Okay,
We have to tell me.
in okay. So queen e3.
Queen e3 check.
Queen e3 check. King goes to d1.
Yeah.
Then we go knight c3, and that's a check and a mate because okay, so it can't go here. Can't go here. The queen's covering. Can't go in. Yeah, so it's a checkmate.
Check.
Oh, okay.
We got it. But you're right.
Yes,
Knight c3
yes.
was the second move.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, you're a great teacher, man. I really like.
No,
your
you're
teaching.
just letting you work through it. But take your time.
Yes.
No
No
rush.
hurry. No hurry. Yes.
When you think you got it, that's the perfect moment to just
Check again.
Check again.
Yes.
Once at least.
So this one, I'm thinking we have f6, and f6 would be attacking the bishop.
Which thing moves to f6?
Pawn moves to f6.
Pawn
Sorry,
f6?
yeah.
Okay.
Pawn moves to f6. It is attacking the bishop, which is pinned to the king, and our queen can deliver a checkmate on the next move. So there's.
Can they defend against that? Can they?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So can they really defend
Can they
against?
bring in a defender to g7 to cover g7?
They can. They can just move their knight and cover g7. That would be fine. They can cover their knight.
Where would they move their knight to cover g7?
They could move knight. Knight goes to e5, and then that would at least cover g7 because the. Let me see. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, they can't move their knight. Their knight is pinned as well, right? So by the bishop. So they can't. They can't.
Because the
cover
knight's
G.
pinned.
Yeah. So this is it. Yeah.
So do they have anything else to move or no?
No, it's gonna be checkmate in the next step.
You want to go here?
Yes, that's my move. Yes. Okay, and now we just go queen g7, and that's a checkmate.
We're in check. This one looks harder.
Yes, this one is harder.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We have to move our king. Our king shouldn't go onto the onto the first. This is called the first rank, right? Yeah, the first rank because then the queen can just give a check and take the rook. So the king has to move.
If you go king here, what can they do?
No, the king. If they go king here, so if we go king here, yeah, what they can do is they can come here and give us a check. Then we have to move the king up, right, somewhere, and then we can just.
Well, we're up so much material. Losing a rook isn't the big issue. We're up 2 rooks and 2 pieces. If we go king here, there might be another concern. The king in the open like that being attacked.
Oh, that's also. I mean, yeah, that's true. Then this is a check, and then
No, just take your time after king c1 and tell me what you think. What the real issue with king c1 is, or king e1, or king d1. There's a real issue.
There's a real issue. Okay,
because winning the rook for black doesn't mean anything when they're down all this material. They need to go for checkmate or they're going to lose.
Right. Okay. Let me just check c1. Okay, first I'm gonna think. Well, if we just go to c1, then the next step would be just, I mean, they could checkmate us. So the thing, at least the next thing I can think of is then go knight b3. That's a check. Then king has to go to d1. Then the queen can come in and give us a check at c2 again.
Sorry, here, check.
Yeah, check. The
here.
king moves there, yeah, and then the queen can come here and.
If it goes to c2, I take it.
Oh,
because your knight is moved from d4.
Sorry. Oh, then we just go here, and that's another check, yeah. Like the king, the queen goes to a1. That's another check. Then okay, I mean, I think we will be mated very soon. I haven't worked out the pattern yet, so I have to think about that. Okay, I'll think about it.
Because we know we have to move the king, so let's do process of elimination.
Yes, yeah.
We're gonna remove.
Man, I am your
rank.
student. It doesn't. You say jump, I say how high. No worries. Like I have no problem. I'm just sorry if I'm slow. Sorry, stream, if I'm slow.
No,
Okay?
no,
Like,
we're supposed to be slow.
like I'm learning. I'm a student.
It's evening right now.
I have to simulate it in my mind. That's why it's a bit hard because I've not done it very much.
King c1.
Yes, king c1. Okay, so this.
What would you do if you were black? The best way to calculate is doing well for
okay.
both sides.
Okay, I see.
Looking.
So if king c1, then I will go knight b3 check. King has to go to d1.
Yes.
Queen a1 check. King has to go to. Okay, let's see.
c2 or e2.
C2 or E2, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So in either cases, I can always just go back and give another check. Knight can jump back to here, and that would be covering these squares again. So it's a check. So whatever, the king has to move here. We can capture the rook. But that's okay. We have to go for checkmate. So that's the thing. We don't have to win material here, right? Okay, as you said. And these are the only two pieces I see attacking.
So if you have two pieces that are
Yes.
attacking you, or you're in black's shoes and you have a knight and a queen,
Yes,
you should try to use those pieces
to give a checkmate.
to give a checkmate or to find some squares in common that they
Right.
both control.
Okay, okay.
So if white's king goes to c1, how can we use this knight on d4? That's quite powerful, controls a lot of squares. It's already quite strong where it is.
This here. So
No, I'm
that's-
saying it doesn't need to move if it controls some important squares that allow the queen to
Oh,
join.
yeah. Okay. This, right?
Uh-huh.
You just go here, check, and that's a, checkmate. Right? At least.
Yeah, just a immediate checkmate.
Yeah, that's an immediate checkmate.
So what happens if the king goes to d1 instead of c1?
Right. So, no.
So king c1.
So, okay,
there's a
this
check.
one also we agree because of, some kind of symmetry. At least I can see that there is also a checkmate
You
here.
see that, right?
Yes,
That's a checkmate on e2.
There is a check. So now this is the only remaining problem to solve. Okay, good. So now king goes here. And then we can again do check, right? Then
Because the knight defends, forces the king there.
forces the king here, and then we can just go here, check.
There you go.
and make, yeah.
So that's why the king can't go to the back rank.
Right,
So the
right.
king can't go to the back rank. What are
Right.
only three options?
Right. So now we can't go to the back rank, so it can go here, here, or here. Oh, sorry. Not there. Here.
C3, D3, and E3.
Oh, C3,
Yep.
D3, and E3.
Yep.
Yes. So now I have to think about
And now try to apply that same process
Yes, okay. Got it.
and see if one of the moves clearly has a benefit over the others.
Right. So now if my king goes to d3, the same process can apply, and queen can go to c2. Sorry, queen goes to my king goes to c3, and if the queen, then the same process can apply, and queen goes to c2. Black's queen goes to c2. That's a check. I can't go here. This sorry, just can't go there. Can't go there.
Can't take the knight.
Yeah, can't take the knight. So that's a mate very soon.
So c3.
This is
no. Is it mate very soon or is it mate?
It is mate.
Okay.
It is not mate very soon. It is mate.
Okay.
Yes.
So
okay.
c3.
Okay. Yes.
C3 is out of the question.
Yes. D3 is similar because now I can again have the queen go here
to e2.
To e2, and then
forces the king to go where?
Forcing the king to go back to d3.
It's on d3.
Sorry, forces the king to go back to c3, and then again we have a mate here on c2. So the only good square I can see which has an escape route is e3. So the king e3, yeah. So that's the first move. So now I have to think about black's move.
Yeah. You've earned snooze, yeah. You can snooze it up.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna snooze up with the precious one we have, and then continue. Okay, I'm gonna think, yeah. Okay, but then very soon this night. Okay, so now let's see, yeah. Okay, so then it can go. Yeah, so they're gonna most likely they will go here to deliver a check. We need to check.
Then we need to check. King f4.
King f4. And then what is the next step they can do? There are no more checks as much as as far as I observe. So we have some escape plan. We can escape to here. I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay. And I don't know. So there is.
We already know it's the best move. So some people they're like, I know it's the only move, so I'm gonna play it and see what the puzzle thing is.
But that's not the way. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do it the right way. However, you are teaching me. No, like there is no point to win here.
Yeah.
This is like doing an exercise in physics. Like there's no point to do it quickly. I understand. But I want to see. So
king e3.
King e3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen e2 check.
King f4.
King f4. Right now, king f4, and then there are no more checks. So there
are checks. We have to account for them, whether they're optimal or not. We have to
so
then that's a check.
If this is check, then I can have.
You can just.
Then my bishop takes.
Okay. So that's one check covered.
That's one check covered. So is there another check? So yes, there could be this check from the queen, but then of course my pawn covers.
Takes. Well done.
Right. What other checks are there? There is also, of course, this check, but my pawn covers, my rook covers, so it's fine. So now we have king here, queen, here. Okay, perfect. And then that's about, this one is covered.
Oh, there's more.
There's more, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple, okay. So we accounted for this one, we accounted for this one. Okay, this one is accounted for. If my king is here, I can be checked from here. This one is accounted for. There is no check here, so it doesn't matter, at least for now, right? There is this check, and that is not covered. So, but if that is a check, then I can go here.
Which check are you referring to?
I'm referring to the check. So okay, let's do the sequence again. King e3, queen e2, check. King f4 from e3 to f4. Then we have a check from the knight. So my queen is there. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right. So then I don't see any more. This one I already did. Yeah, okay. So then we can have, let's see, there are any pawn moves. So my king is here. This one, there is a pawn.
Pawn g5 check.
That is covered by my bishop here, and also my knight covers it. So that's fine. What else? There is no this one. Yeah, that's about it. I think.
Not quite.
No? Okay.
The best one is yet to be named.
Oh,
Because all the ones you've suggested is sacrificing material, right? Just as
right,
the last,
so it's not
which
a
is,
good one,
which is
yeah.
good to look at, but
it's not the right ones to look at. Okay, I see. So the king is here,
and your queen is on e2.
and my queen is on
Same position, just put your king on f4 in your head, and black's queen is on e2.
Right.
So how can they check you at a distance?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Queen d2. That's a check.
It's not sacrificing anything, and it is a check.
It is.
It's almost checkmate, actually, but.
But then I can go king g3.
But then that opens up more checks.
That does open.
So
up.
now you have to break that down.
Right. Right. So now then I can get check from here, right? And then I can move to this square because the knight can check. Or yeah, the knight can check. That would be the and then this would be also another check after that. Then I'm okay, but then I can be blocked by the pawn. Yeah, okay. So okay, let's do this again. Yeah. So the optimal moves, at least I can think from the black ones, are also king e3, queen e2, king f4, queen d2 check.
Yeah.
Then I move king g2. Okay.
King g3. Yeah.
Sorry, king g3. Yeah. Sorry. And then I can then it goes then the opponent goes knight to f5 check. Then I can then the only square I can think of is h4. And
no, knight f5 check.
Oh yeah, that covers
h4.
Yes. Covers.
But put the position with knight f5 check in your head and think what you might be. Because knight f5 check is a funny looking move. A knight going to f5. Don't you have pieces covering it?
Yes, I can take by the bishop.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I see. So then I think I have a good escape route here. So okay, so let me think again. So king e3, queen e2, king f4, queen d2, king g3. King g3, and then then the queen cannot check either because my knight is covering it. So I think those are the optimal set of moves.
So king g3, then they have knight e2 check.
Then they have knight
e2 check. Because your queen is on d2
yes.
They also have h4 check.
Oh, yes. Hard. Okay, let's see.
All we know is if you get out of the checks, we have enough material to win the game.
Yes.
So the only way to mess this up is to fall for a
check. A trap.
A trap. The mating net. Checkmate is the only way to lose this. Or even drawing would be bad if they have a repetition.
Check. So knight e2 check can be so knight e2 check can only be covered by this thing. So I can go to, let's see. Okay, so king e2, king e3, queen e2, king f4, queen d2 check, king g3, knight e2 check, and then the only square which is good for me is to go to h4 or to go back. Yes, but if I go back, then the knight moves. They're
worried about a discovered check.
The discovered check, yes. Yes, so then then the nicer square to go to without discovery is h4, but then the queen can come here. But then this is covered by this knight. Okay, so then I can escape the checks after that. Let me see if there is any more checks. So the knight can't check me. The queen, I think I'm safe after. Yeah. Can I?
I know we went pretty deep. So you're good with this move?
Yes, I'm good with this move. Yeah.
We have to go here.
Yes, we have to go here. Yeah, now we
have to go here.
We go here. Yes. and then we just take the pawn. Yeah.
No, you didn't calculate this.
I didn't calculate. For sure not. Yes.
But I figured you're getting confused. We went pretty deep. This is the one check we didn't look at.
Yes,
we looked at this.
I didn't for
So,
sure.
H4 check. What are, first of all, before we start, what are the legal moves?
The legal moves are these, this.
No.
Oh, sorry, can't go there.
Illegal.
Yeah. Illegal. This one. And that's it actually.
No.
And then captures.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a legal move.
2 legal moves, so makes it easier.
Makes it easier. Definitely
There's only
makes
2
it
possible
easier.
moves. And now you compare and contrast.
Right. So if I go king g4, then the pawn can move and give me a check.
Can it?
But then my
Can the pawn move? What's the status?
the pawn
of the
can't move.
It's
The
pinned.
pawn, the pawn is pinned, so it can't move. Yeah, that's true. Right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So. That's right. So I think the better move here is to go, king g4 because, okay, so king g4 because...
Look for the checks after king g4.
Yeah, king g4, then let me see that, because, okay, so my first calculation was, so if I take h4, so king takes h4, then queen takes
h6 check?
Yeah, queen takes h6 check, and then... well, then I have to go here, right?
Or
I can, let me see. Or I can go back here. Yeah, that's true. So I can, But then if I go back, this guy can check. I can go back here. Okay.
What's that check on f5 you keep alluding to? Whenever you suggest knight f5 check, is your pawn not able to take it?
No, my
or your
pawn is
bishop?
able to. No, it is able to take it. Yeah. So for sorry. Yes. It's hard to calculate. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. This one or this one? Okay. So
for both of them, you're calculating if black has more checks afterwards.
yes. So if
After
I
king
go
g4,
black.
well, let's conclude king takes h4 because you were working on king.
Yeah.
takes
Okay.
h4.
King takes h4. Queen takes h6 check, and then I have to go back. I can go here or here. So let me just calculate this one first. This square first. So king goes back to g3. Then I have okay. Then what are the checks? So then I have. Well, then there is no more checks as far as I see. Yeah, the square. The queen can come back here, but my knight covers it to give it. Yeah, the queen can't check me there. The queen can't check me there. Yeah, okay. So there is no more checks after queen takes queen takes x6. Yeah. And then my king can move back to g3. There are no more checks, or g4. No more checks. Okay. Now I have to calculate this one. Okay, let me calculate this.
There can't be many checks after king g4 because the f pawn can't move.
Yes.
The knight can't attack.
Yes. The queen can't attack. So yes, I'm fine. Yeah. Either move seems okay. So this is the harder part of which one to decide.
If either move is okay, oftentimes it means you're doing something wrong because they don't make it 50-50. Right?
Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Usually.
Makes sense. All right.
In a game though, that sometimes both moves are good, but king g4, the position has changed. King is on g4. You've never looked at that before.
No.
Does black have any checks after king g4? If the answer is no, then that's a great line. We've never had a position where there's been no checks.
No, after king g4, there is no check. Oh, there is, right? Queen takes.
You almost dropped the soap.
Yeah.
Because queen takes g2 check.
Yes.
And then what happens?
Then I have to go.
King f4, and then what happens?
Then queen.
No, the pawn can take.
The pawn can. Yeah, sorry. Yes.
King g4, queen takes g2 check. King f4.
King f4, yes. And then I have a knight. Yeah. So knight can go to.
Then the king can go to e3. But just like the previous exercise, queen and knight are very strong as a combination.
Right.
Do they have any points together that they can converge on? You just took the g2 pawn. What does that mean?
G2 pawn. So they can. I mean, what is this? So okay.
If g2 is gone, what does that mean?
That this pawn is weak.
Yes. So if the king is on f4 and your queen and black's queen is on g2,
they can converge on this point, and this is a. Okay, I see.
What would they do?
So okay, let me see. Yeah. So okay. So king goes to g4, queen takes g2 check, then king has to go to
f4 or h4. Now we're looking at f4.
Yeah, let's look at f4 for now. Yeah. So this one. Yeah. Now f4. Then queen goes to f3 check. And then this one is covered. This one is covered. This one is not covered yet. Okay. This one is also covered. So, and this one is also covered. No, this one is not covered. So then my king can go to this square. They can't go. This one is also covered, of course. No, not covered. This one is not covered. So yeah, then my
king can go to g5.
My king can go to g5, or my king can go to e3.
No,
yes.
It can't go to e3 because the queen is on f3.
Oh yeah, sorry, can't go to e3 either. Yes, this one is also covered. So my king can go here, and then I can finally, let's see, what more can I do to give a mate? Then the queen can go to f5, and that's.
And once you keep making the same move, I'll just take the
sorry,
king on f5.
yeah. Then
either with the pawn or the bishop on c8. f5 is a no-go square. This is what white has covered.
Sorry, yes, I make the same mistake again and again and again. But it is very powerful, so I see that it cannot. No, well then it can still escape. It seems like I can have a.
But does it
hold out
here? Which move are you liking right now? King g4, king h4. Which one reduces?
I'm liking king h4 more.
Yeah.
But that's not based on science. Yeah, it's based on some feeling, which is not the right way to do it, because I should. But I'm very slow.
No, you're not slow. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm boring people.
No, you're not, dude. If I'm not bored, then you're good.
Thank you, man. Right. Okay. So let me calculate again. Yeah. So.
You see, it makes a big difference. We could
be completely it makes a really big difference. Yes.
And one of them might be winning, and one of them might give our opponent a draw, or we might even lose. Like this is where it's worth it to spend the time.
King g4. King takes g2. Check. King goes to g4, or king can take this. So we have calculated this line deep enough, but now after Still calculating. Okay, 1 second, I will tell you. King goes to g4, then queen goes to f3 check. King can go here. Right. And then what can I do? Doesn't seem like there are any more checks that are insane. Okay. So now let's do this one. King goes to g4, queen takes g2, then king can take h4 as well.
Okay. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But then we have a problem because because then knight takes f3 check. The king can't go here, can't go there, can't go there. And this is covered, so that's a mate.
That's a mate,
That's
yeah.
not a good idea to do that. So that's why. So now if we just take this, that's fine because it's still this pawn, like there is no checks, so it's fine. Yeah. So this, I think taking is the best idea here. That is
final answer.
Yes, final answer.
Well done. Well done.
Well, thank you. No, you are a great teacher. I think this is very good. Yeah. Very disciplined. Very, very disciplined. Okay, white to move. Let's see. Okay, I'm thinking knight goes to e7. Okay, so knight e7 check. King goes to h8. Rook takes h4 check and mate. Yes.
You want to go knight e7 check.
Yes.
King can go here or here. Does it matter?
It does not matter actually because the knight covers both.
Can the king escape this way?
No, it cannot. So my knight covers.
Knight e7
yes.
check.
Rook takes h4. Yes, check and mate. Yeah.
That was easier.
That was much easier. Hi, roller coaster 123. Just doing some puzzles, learning. Okay.
Need a break? Let me know.
No, I don't need a break. It's fine.
Okay.
Just the harder we go, the better one.
I like the combo because I never smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
Like coffee and snooze.
Exactly.
I mean, I get there's no tobacco in the snooze.
Yes.
There is nicotine, but like coffee and it's just feels classic.
I'm thinking two things here because there is yes, it is classic coffee and cigarettes, the French way.
Yeah.
This so rook g6 is a check, but
it's
then
black to move.
Black.
Oh, it's impressive to look at white's moves from black's perspective is hard.
No, but it's stupid.
No, this pawn is pinned, but no, it's black to move.
Yes,
it's okay. It says here black to move.
Yes, I know. All right. So now. Let's see. How can I win? Oh, if you need a break, also let me know, okay?
I'm on a break.
Okay, so I'm just thinking.
Chat's quiet. They might be passed out.
Yeah. Am I really boring people?
Doesn't matter. We're training.
My queen can win the a3 pawn, but that has not what's the point of that? Because that's going to not a good idea. Because then I'm going to be mated soon.
You have a feeling you're going to get mated if you go pawn hunting over here.
Because my g7 pawn is gone.
Yeah.
And so I'm very open. So I have to find a mating way, quick mate, if I can. Or at least keep on attacking. Okay. So I see a way to do it. So can you go? So I'm thinking. So bishop takes g2, check. Queen has sorry, king has to
Why?
capture.
Why can't the king move?
The king can also move. Yes.
Can it?
The king can't move because my queen is covering it. Yes.
Did you know that
No,
beforehand?
I did know that beforehand,
You did?
but I did not.
Okay.
Quickly, yeah.
Okay.
So it has to capture, But then, okay. So then my queen can swing over to g5 check. The king can move to here or here. Doesn't matter because I can capture the rook. That's what I think. That's the idea behind this. I think.
Very well done, Gunjan.
Thank you, boss.
Now you take the rook.
Yes, take the rook. So at least I have escaped that threat a little bit. Yes. Hard, man. Chess is really hard. How do you do this for years? This is crazy hard. But a lot of fun. So I can imagine people do it. Okay, let's see.
Black to move.
Okay. So if I go 8-6, that's a check and mate. Yeah.
H6 check. Where can the king go? You said mate, which is an early thing to say.
Yes, that's right. Sorry. Okay, so the king can't go here.
Mm-hmm.
The king can't go here.
Correct.
The king can't go here. The king can go here, but then okay.
Then you'd be wrong for saying checkmate.
Exactly. But then the king goes here, and then I can just move this pawn, and then my pawn is covering it, and then that's a checkmate.
No, that's two wrong checkmates.
Oh,
one more,
shit, okay. And I'm out.
You're out.
Okay.
Slow down.
Okay.
Whenever a pawn moves, it relinquishes control of a square. So it might gain control of a square, but it also
relinquishes.
loses.
Yes. Oh, the king can move here, of course. Okay. So, okay, let me just tell you what I'm thinking. So, pawn to h6, check. King has to go to h4. That's forced, I guess. Yeah. Then pawn g5. That's a check. King can go here.
King has to or
king
can?
has to go here.
Yep.
To g5, and then my rook can go to to h5, and then my rook can go to h3, and that's a mate because my king is covering this pawn is covering that pawn, and this is then checkmate.
Final answer?
Yes, final answer.
H6 check.
H6 check.
G5 check.
Rook goes to h3.
Rook h3 checkmate.
Yes.
Well done. White to move.
White to move. Okay. Beautiful. So, I think at least, but maybe I have to. Yes, you're always a good teacher. But this knight goes to f6 check. King can't go here. Nothing can. This can't capture it. So it's
Why?
a check and mate because it's pinned by the queen, by our queen. So their king, yeah, and so yeah, that's a check and mate. Yeah, beautiful.
Well done.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Whenever it's kind of like a smothered mate, when the king is trapped by its own pieces, it's one of the nicer mates in shit. It's a nice way to mate somebody, using their pieces against them.
Yes. Okay, so this is interesting, right? Right. So I'm thinking queen goes to c8 check. Rook, so the only way, because my bishop, okay, so my bishop is covering this
The escape square, yeah.
Yes, so there is no way to escape. So queen goes to c8 check. Rook has to protect it by going to d8.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I can do bishop goes to b5 check and mate because there is no square. My queen is covering this escape square. Well, this is covering it, so it doesn't matter. And so yeah, that's a check and mate. Can I do
Nope.
it?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you're
But
you're
then
getting checkmates a little too rushed. You should double
Okay.
check all the possibilities
okay,
before.
yes, okay. Oh, there is still protection, of course. Because if so queen goes to c8 check, rook has to protect it by going to d8, and then if I go here to b5 check, the knight can swing over and protect it. But then I can But then the bishop can take the knight, and that's
Can the king take the bishop?
the king can't take the bishop because my queen is
Can
protecting
the rook
it.
take the bishop?
The rook cannot take the bishop because the rook is pinned.
Uh-huh.
So then that's a check and mate. Yeah. But
And out of curiosity,
yes,
if we were to go queen a8 check, then they block. What's the difference between queen a8 check?
because at that point of time, this square is not protected by my queen.
That's right. That's
so
right.
That's why it's
So then they
better
can
square.
block and
Of
their
course,
king can come
of
out.
course.
Well, check. Check. And because it's all pinned.
Check and mate, yes.
White to move.
White move.
This one's hard, by the way.
Oh yeah, okay. Back. So here. I'm still thinking. I don't even know. So I know this rook check would be bad because the queen can cover it, the bishop can cover it, so that's fine. So I think one has to check with the queen.
Queen e8 check.
Yes, but then the
King g7.
king g7. That's as far as I've gotten so far. Yes. Then queen takes f7 check. The king will move to h.
Well, there's two squares. King h8 and king h6. Process of elimination.
Yes. So king h8 would be bad because then rook goes to okay, well, no, it's fine because it can still be protected. Well, can it? No, it can't be protected because then my queen can deliver a mate on f8. Yeah. So then king h8 would be a bad idea
Why?
for them to go because if king h, so okay, queen goes to e8 check, king goes to g7, then queen takes f7 check, then they can escape here. If they escape there, then this I just go here and that's a checkmate.
That's right. f8 or g8 as well. Your bishop defends your queen, so you could even go queen g8.
Oh yes, I can also go queen g8.
But that's queen f8's mate, so that's right.
Yeah, but
So
I see your point. Of course, one has to calculate both. Yeah, and then so that's a bad idea. So they have to escape to
H6.
h6, and then if they escape to h6,
now you have to try to put the position in your head accurately with the king on h6
Yes.
and start again and
yeah,
look there.
that's right.
But you've made progress.
Yes, non-zero progress. I like that. Then my queen can switch over to f8. That's a check.
And what are their 3 moves after f8 check?
The king can move here.
That's 1.
The king can move here, and
That's
the
2.
king can block. Okay, the bishop can block.
Correct.
The check. The bishop blocks it, then it's not that nice. We can't do much with it. Yeah, we can't capture it because the king's protecting it. So let me think if we have any other ideas. No other ideas I can think of, so it can escape. Well, I think. Okay, so it goes here, it goes here, king takes, king escapes here. Queen goes to f8 check, king, bishop blocks, and that's it. We just
is that it?
Let me think. Yeah. Oh, then we can swing over here and have a check. Then the king cannot really. The king has to move here.
There's a pawn there.
Yeah, there's still a pawn there. Yeah, so it can't move there, and has to move here.
Or
where can it move? It can move. No, this one. If we go here and give a check, then it can't move there, right? So then it can move. Yeah, that's the only square it can move, right? Like, let me see. If the king is here and I'm giving a check from here, the bishop's there. Okay?
Correct.
So then this is the only square it can move to, right? Or the pawn can block itself.
Correct.
Yes, of course. Yes, yeah. Or yes, or, but and after that, I can take the rook, and that would be winning, right? Because I can at least take.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's if the bishop blocks.
That.
But you're right. No, this is what you're breaking it down. If the bishop blocks, you win a rook.
That's right. That's
a very good spot. Queen f4. It's a very good catch. And now we have to figure out what happens if the bishop doesn't block. But that's a very good catch.
Okay, so then queen e8 check. King goes to g7. Queen takes f7 check. King moves here.
Queen f8
Queen
check.
f8 check. Now the bishop doesn't block. Okay, so if the bishop doesn't block, the king has to move here.
Or g5.
Or g5, yes. This, or this. Okay, that's right. Okay, if the bishop doesn't block, that's actually... If king goes to g5, then I can push my... I can't push my pawn, so let's forget that. So if king goes to g5, I can push this pawn twice, and then, yeah, I can push this pawn, and that would be a check. Then king has to go here. I see. Okay, let's see again. Check. 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 Moves to this square. Okay, let's see. If it moves to that square, then what can I possibly do? Venus. Can't use my bishop. Can't use my rook right now because this square is covered. Oh, sorry, this square is also covered. Can't use
What do you mean it's covered?
covered by the queen, so I can't like give another
But your
check.
pawn is supporting it?
My pawn is supporting it. That's right. So that's
What else is supporting it? Not just your pawn.
my queen is also supporting.
Your queen on f8 is also
That's
supporting.
right. That's right. Oh man, this is so. It's very hard to keep this in abstract mind. Yeah. Okay. So queen goes to e8 check. Okay. Queen goes to e8 check. King goes to g7. Queen goes to f7. Queen takes f7 check. King goes here to h5. Sorry, h6. Queen goes to f8 check. Let's say the king moves here. That's it. Then I can go with my rook. That's a check. And then the king can't move here. The king can move here afterwards. But then I can. Okay. Then I can use this pawn to check. Oh, this is hard. Okay. My king. Okay. Very hard to think abstractly.
It's concrete?
It is. I saw it. Yeah.
No, but
it is very concrete, but it is concrete. I have no complaints. I'm just a beginner.
you're doing good.
Check. 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 Okay. Check. But then my king has this, and this has escape squares, right?
How is h4 an escape square? Isn't your pawn on g3?
Yeah, then this one. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
right. This is only escape square. And then I can push this pawn. That's a check. And can the king go anywhere? Can't go to this file. Can't move here. Yeah, that's a mate then. So
the king runs, it's a mate.
the king runs, it's a mate. That's right. So the bishop
So then they have to block.
Yes, the bishop should block it.
Or the pawn.
Or the pawn.
Because we're checking with the rook, so the pawn can also block.
Yes. Yeah.
So to organize your thoughts, we're looking at king h5. Right? We're looking at the line after king h5.
Yes, we are looking at the line after king h5.
So rook c5 check. King g4 you just solved. You said h3 checkmate.
Yes.
They can go bishop g5 or pawn g5. Because they have no other moves, right?
That's right. So, okay, let's go this thought.
Hey, Joe.
Then I go. Oh, you can't delete one arrow. That's a bit annoying. Like it's very.
You can delete an arrow by redoing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, thanks, man. This is so helpful. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. So now, okay, these are the thoughts so far. Let's just gather them. So queen e8 check. King goes to g7. Queen takes f7 check. King runs to h6. Queen goes back to f8. Sorry, queen goes to f8 check. So okay, so far we think that they should block with the bishop, right? Now, so okay, we also, so if king goes to this square, then we had this check, and then king has to run here, so it shouldn't go to h5. So now if king goes to g5, that's another thing to yeah. Okay, well, so king shouldn't go here, so king can block with the pawn still, right? Sorry, the pawn can block the check from the rook, right? So that's another thing. Oh, that I haven't considered that. Shit. I have to think about that move as well.
With pawn blocking?
Yeah, pawn blocking.
Pawn blocking or bishop blocking.
Or bishop blocking, yeah. Both of those are accurate. Yeah. Fuck. I haven't thought that. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Hard. Okay. Queen goes to... Right. Then, let's say my king goes here. That's a check.
It's always good to bring more attackers in because we just have don't tunnel vision, use the whole board, all of our resources.
That's a check. Then I can block, let's say, with my pawn.
Yes, so let's say the pawn goes to g5. Every
If-
time a pawn moves, it opens up another possibility.
If pawn goes to g5, that's right. Okay, let's think. This pawn doesn't exist. This bishop is still me to go here. My queen can go back to f7. That would be a check, right? That's still a check.
Yeah. Then their king can go back to h6.
The king can go back to that's right. The king can go back to h6, and then
We want to push the king out, not back in, right?
right.
So the queen's doing a good job of actually taking away the king's escape on f8.
Yes.
Taking away that. So ideally,
Okay, so I have a question about just thinking about this in general. We are supposed to solve it completely in our mind and then do the moves, right? We are not supposed to just keep in the correct way to do it. Of course, no, I know people can do it however they want.
people can do whatever they want.
But-
This is how people work on visualization.
Oh, you just keep on getting better at
Well,
it,
this
right?
will help you.
No, of course, no.
A lot
I'm
of
just
people be
asking.
like, let's just make a move first. But
No, but there is no point to do
they're
that.
not strong players. Like that's just not.
No,
how you
man,
go.
like this. Like, if it's hard, this is it's supposed to be hard.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it makes
yeah.
it is
Because
supposed to be hard.
This
right?
way, it's 100% calculated, and when you learn how to visualize, like this is harder than it's supposed to be.
No, it's okay.
But
It's okay. Like
but
I appreciate, man. I appreciate it. Like because there is somebody who wrote like queen is always the first move. Just play it. No, I wouldn't do that. Okay.
Yeah, they're not a chess player, so it's just not a.
Right. I hope I'm not.
No, like these are designed for people to do it quickly, for fun.
But
But we're working on
like actually,
seeing ahead.
no. I
Exactly.
appreciate. Like I hope I'm not like you're not bored, right? Like,
No, this is how this is.
Because I
this
know
is
you
a-
can see the answer, but like
No, this is you're doing it the hard way, but it.
no, I find it rewarding. Like it's fine. Yeah, I have no problem doing it the hard way. Okay, so let me just organize my thoughts and I'll talk more. Okay, so then
Because some positions, your intuition is strong. You're like, I can make it, but sometimes you just have to.
think
If you learn
hard.
how to brute force calculate and visualize, you can get through a lot of things.
Was here. Okay, so
This just improves your ability to see ahead, right? Because if you make the first move, you're not seeing as far
no,
ahead.
of course not. Of course.
If you had low time, if you're playing a game, yeah, it'd be like move because you don't have
of
enough
course,
time.
but we are not playing
But
a
we're
game.
not-
There
we're
we are
not
not in
playing a
any
game,
pressure,
yeah.
right? So yeah, I see your point. Of course. We also okay. So the first thing is if the bishop blocks, we haven't even considered all the possibilities yet, right? Like so that's another.
No, the bishop blocks. You want a rook.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
right in the
Yes.
king h6
Yes.
line.
Yes.
Winning a rook is
fine.
Pretty significant.
Right.
At the
Okay.
minimum.
Okay. So but then we need to just calculate the other lines. All right. Okay. So. Okay. Let's see this one. King goes to g7. Queen takes f7 check. King goes to h6. So. Queen goes to f8 check. King goes to h5. Okay, so first thing is if king goes to g5, that's not very good because then we have this check and
why is that a worse square?
because then the pawn can't
They
block
can't
it.
block
and
or
neither
the
the bishop can block.
And then where does their king have to go?
Then my king has to
And the black king.
when my king has to go forward, it has to go in the front, like it has to go here, and then I can just give a mate.
Exactly.
Right? So that's
Yes.
this is not a good square to go
So
to.
now we're only
we
down to one move.
one move, yeah. So this square, and then the bishop or the pawn can block it. So okay, this right. Queen e8, king g7, queen takes f7, king goes to h6, queen goes to f8 check, king goes to h5, rook c5 check, king. Okay, so I think the only good. Okay, so now we have to see if the bishop blocks. If the bishop blocks, then let me think. My queen is there. My king is there. The bishop blocks, then right now I'm just thinking. Yeah, so if pawn, okay. So if pawn blocks, then
Well, which one? I'm hearing you say bishop or pawn. Just pick
yeah.
one. And
Okay,
try to
I know.
figure it
I'll
out.
do pawn block first. Okay?
Okay.
So then if pawn blocks, then I can have. Let me see.
If the pawn blocks, when pawns push, they open up another possibility.
Yes.
So what opens up when the pawn pushes? What do you see as an additional weakness or possibility?
There are. Okay, so if the
It doesn't have to be concrete. You can just describe what pawn to g5 allows.
well, pawn to g5 allows this check, right?
The light square diagonal is open.
Yeah, the light square diagonal is open, so one can give this check to the king. The king has to go back.
What can give a check to the king?
Sorry, my queen can go back to f7.
We
give
discussed that. Is that the only piece that can do that?
No, the bishop can also give a check by going on to the square.
And what's the difference between the bishop giving a check and the queen giving a check?
Okay, so if the bishop gives the check here, can't go here, has to move here, but that's a mate then, right? So that's, if the queen gives a check, then the king can escape back to this square, whereas if the bishop gives the check, the queen is taking this escape square.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. So it's better to give a check with the bishop.
And where does the king go after the bishop check? Because it has almost no squares.
The king has to go to this square.
Uh-huh.
And then I can just do the same old trick of pawn push.
And is that checkmate?
That is a checkmate.
Is it?
Let me see.
Don't look at yeah.
Very hard. Okay.
No, you're doing this great. Actually, like honestly, probably the best I've ever seen from somebody brand new to chess by a long shot.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. King goes to g7. King takes f7. King goes to h6. Queen goes to f8 check. King goes to h5. Rook c5 check. If pawn blocks, then my bishop can give a check. So where can the king go? The king cannot go here. The pawn is blocking it. The king can go here. The pawn is blocking this square. This square is blocked. This square has been occupied by the pawn. This square has been taken away by my pawn. So that the king has to move here.
G4?
To g4. And then I can push my pawn to h3 and that's it. Check. The king cannot move here. The king cannot move here. The king cannot move here.
Can the king go to f5?
The king can go to f5. Let me see. The king can go to f5 indeed.
Really?
Yes. Let me see. No, king cannot go to f5
Why?
because my rook is on c5. So rook takes away the f5 square as well. So yeah, that's a mate. King can't go to f5. Yeah, that's a mate.
So the only thing we have to figure out is the bishop blocking.
Yes. Bishop.
Because you've almost solved absolutely every aspect of the position.
Queen takes.
Concretely.
Yes.
This would be the definition of concrete.
Yes.
Breaking
Yes.
everything
Absolutely. Down. Absolutely. I enjoy this. It is hard but very rewarding because I feel like I understand it better.
Yeah, if you do it, like you'll.
Oh,
understand it better.
I have more discipline now. So thank you. Yeah, I appreciate this. So okay. So the queen. This is jack. Now, rook goes to c5 check. Bishop blocks. Right. My bishop blocks. Then what can I do? Right.
I would say this is quite hard.
Okay, so my bishop is blocking. And sorry, their bishop is blocking. The king is here. What can I do? Let me think. This check is not good. The king can capture it.
This is how people develop blindfold skills, by the way.
Oh, really?
Because we're doing everything in our head.
Right.
I mean, you're using some arrows to help, but
ideally we shouldn't even use arrows.
Right, but that's
Okay,
that's fine. No. This is already very hard. But this is you're working on your visualization. You're blindfold.
Bishop blocks is okay. So now king is here and the bishop is here.
Yeah, so black's bishop is on g5, their king is on h5, your queen is on f8, your rook is on c5. Everything else is the same. And there's no pawn on f7.
There is no pawn on f7. Yeah. Pawn take this. Okay, let's see.
If I gave you that position in front of you, you'd find it right away.
Right.
So that's why it's harder this way.
Right. Bishop is blocking. Okay. So now what can I do? If I push this pawn, that's not a good idea.
Why?
Because the king can just take it.
And if their king takes, what can you do?
If the king takes,
we've gotten pretty far, so it's whether you want to roll with it. It'll tell you
No.
Or you want to see it until the end.
I want to see it.
Okay. You're almost there.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's more than okay. You're almost there.
Because
But do you feel like this is a position where we should find a checkmate?
Yes.
So that means, yeah, you're almost there. Like your intuition says, okay, we're so close to mate. There should be a mate.
Yes.
Then look for checkmates, which is what we're doing, but something conclusive.
Well, if they capture, there is another check, but then they have to go.
And they can move their king back.
Yeah. So that's not a good idea, actually. Right. So this is the line so far. This, and then bishop is blocking. Okay. So this is the line so far. Now, what is my queen is on f8, right? It cannot go here. This bishop can't be, yeah, so this bishop can still check.
Why?
Oh no, it cannot, because the pawn is, no, it cannot check anymore, right? So the pawn is still here. The pawn is not blocking it. The bishop is. So I need a way to. If I capture this bishop, then the king captures.
King captures, that's right. They have to capture or no?
They have to capture in this case,
Okay.
yeah, because it's a check, so they have to capture this. Then I have to go. Suppose I go check. Then they can go here.
Can they?
No, they cannot, because that's covered by the queen.
That's right.
Right, that's covered by the queen. So if I go check, they can't go here.
They can go to h5.
They can go to h5.
G4.
And G, yeah, h5
right?
and g4, yeah. So if they go to it, yes, they can go to h5 and g4. If they go to h5, then But then I cannot, if I cannot check with my queen, can't use the. Okay, so if let me think. If they go to g4, it's a mate because the queen can go to f4, and then
King goes to h5.
Oh, the king goes to h5. Yeah, the king
And
can
then?
go h5, and then the queen can go to, but then it can escape again. Yeah.
How? The king's on h5.
The king's on h. Oh yeah, then queen goes to g5, and that's a mate because my pawn is on h4, which is covering the queen. So that's a mate. So,
Very good.
So now that one is done. So the only thing we have to think about now is, okay, the king goes here, go here, go here. Okay, let's do this one once more. Here, goes here, this thing goes to h5, rook c5 check, bishop is blocking it, right? Rook takes, king takes, h4 check, and the only variation is when the king goes back to h5.
Correct.
If king goes to h5, what can I do? The queen is on f8. Okay, then the queen can come back here and say check. King goes here and escapes. Check. Yeah. So then I'm thinking the queen can come back to f3. That's a check on the square.
King has to go to.
King has to go to h6.
Yeah.
And then when the king goes to h6, we can. We can move back to. Okay, so we can go back to f4, and that's a check again, and then we can win the rook.
That's good enough for me. So what's the material count at the end of that?
At the end of that, we are up a rook and a bishop. Sorry, we are up a bishop.
We won a bishop and a pawn.
We won a bishop and a pawn.
So we just have a queen.
We won a bishop and a pawn.
Yeah. I think that was really good. That's enough material. If I told you, so for me, that's like winning material. That's like good. If I told you when you do rook takes bishop, there's a checkmate there. So you've already done a winning amount. So that's, for me, it's good. There is a checkmate there when you do rook takes bishop. Now that I tell you that, like you're very close to it.
I should find it. Okay.
Like it's a very close checkmate.
Okay.
But you won the rook. That's a winning material.
Got it. Okay.
Conclusively winning material. So you can try to solve it, or I can show you it because you've already done enough.
Let me try maybe 2 more minutes, and if I can't get it, you just show me.
Okay.
Bishop blocks, rook takes. Rook takes. Okay, the king has to capture. This is a check. There's a checkmate. Okay, let's see.
So the king is on g5.
The king is on g5,
Your
yes.
queen is on f8. There was nothing on the f file except your queen.
Yes.
One reason you haven't checkmated is because you're allowing the king to go back to h6, right?
That's right. I need to control the h6 square.
Can you attack the king but still control the h6 square?
Yes, if I control the h6. Okay, can I make a couple of moves? Is that allowed? Or
You want to... Well, if we make moves, it'll tell you you're done. It won't even let us see it.
Oh, it won't even let... Okay, then...
Most likely.
No,
most
no,
likely.
then it's fine. Yeah, yeah.
You get what I mean? A lot of times they stop it early.
I want to see the checkmate. I should. I've worked hard for it, so I deserve to see it today. Okay.
Check. Bishop
Okay.
g5.
Bishop g5.
Rook
Rook takes bishop. Then
King
king
takes.
takes. h4 check. No.
We looked at this a bit, but we can look at it again. This is the one we looked at with king h5.
Yeah, but this is not useful right now. 'cause
Well, you
that's
want
not
a rook at
But
least.
that's not a mate. We need to find a mate,
Right.
right? So, okay. Let's see. Is there a way to find a mate here? So my queen is here. Yeah. Yes. Queen goes to
f4 check.
f4 check. King has to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Queen h4 checkmate.
Let's go, dude. Very good. Very good.
Oh, this is hard. It's good.
That's
It's
a forced
ve-
checkmate.
that's
Queen
a forced
f4, queen
checkmate.
h4.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's excellent.
Oh,
Every single
thank
move
you.
was covered, and that's a forced checkmate.
Thank you, man.
Do you see it? The
Yes,
queen f4
I see it.
takes away and it forces the king here.
Yes,
and queen
yes, I
h4.
see it. I see it. I
So-
completely see it.
That was excellent.
No, you keep on doing it
Check.
and you just get better. Check, check.
Check. Check. They made it easy.
Yes.
The first, so we could have just stopped here. You won the rook, but
No, no,
there's
no,
all
no.
these
no,
other
yeah,
lines
yeah,
that
yeah.
somebody could have played.
Yeah, check. And then we just, yeah, okay, then.
But
Okay.
you did it to like
A new day.
GM whatever level. It's
Oh man, thank you. It's very rewarding once you know how to do it properly. Oh, this one I feel like I have an idea, but I need to think of every possibility. Okay. Let's think. Right. So one has to quickly checkmate. So both of these look good. I'm not sure which one is the best, so that's why I'm gonna just talk out loud. Queen D, Queen D8, right? And so if the rook doesn't have to capture, then if I capture, rook doesn't have to capture, and it can't give a check, so the rook is pinned. Yeah, so that's fine. But on the next move, I can't take it anyways because this rook. Okay, let me think. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna get back rank mated soon if I don't do very much because I see this and I can see that their rooks are lined up, right? So I can see a couple of moves. So one thing is to go to Queen D8. And so what can they do next? The next thing they can do is they can give a check here, but my rook is covering it, so I can take it. and then they can't give any more checks. So that's done. And then the next move, it's a mate, right? So that's fine. Now what's the next thing I can think of? The next thing I can think of is rook goes to d8, but that's very bad. Okay, let's see. Because then the next move is check. So rook goes to d8. That's pinning this rook. The rook can capture, but then my queen can just take this, and that's a mate because this rook, even if it covers, it's fine. That's one thing. If this goes to d8, then their queen can go to d7 is one possibility. But if rook goes to d8, their queen can't go to d7. Yeah. So I'm thinking rook goes to d8. I don't think there is anything except maybe they can check, but then this rook takes, and then the next move I can get a mate. Yeah.
You go rook d8. What if that queen c7 move that you suggested?
If we go to rook,
because you even suggested queen c7 for black. Rook d8, queen c7, for example.
Rook d8, queen c7, but then this queen is covering the c7 square.
But your other rook can take the queen. So
that's true. That's true. Yep.
You want the back rank?
Yes.
Win the back rank.
Yes.
You did a lot of these puzzles earlier. It's funny that this one you're stuck on. That's how chess is a little bit. Like, you looked at this another day, you might do this in 10 seconds. Just calculate it out. You know the back rank is weak, but the problem with your moves, they're not forcing, right? They're not forcing your opponent to take.
No. Let me see.
Although rook d8 is a very good try. Queen c7 was what I was curious about.
No, it's of course like you. Okay, so queen d8. Queen c7. And then I can exchange the queens. That's about it. Yeah, then it's equal position. So that's right. Right, okay. So this is what okay, so if rook d8 and then queen c7, then this queen can be this queen yeah, okay, but then I can get back rank mated. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. Yeah, so that's not a good move. So forget about rook d8. So now the next move I can think of is queen d8. If queen d8, then
well, queen d8, what are you threatening? Because they don't even have to take.
Queen d8,
they could even play pawn a6 and be like, hey, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Then I'm threatening nothing. Useless.
Although after queen d8, they can play the move rook c1 check and win the game. Because then you have to take the rook and then they take your queen.
Yeah, that's true.
But the real problem is not forcing. They could do a6.
Anything. So this is irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let me think of another possibility. Oh, this is harder than I thought. This is much harder than the previous back rank mates that one could get. This is nice. Queen takes c5, right? If queen takes c5, then they have to capture our queen with their rook, and then that's d8. D8. Checkmate. I should see it before.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
It's not that
But
hard.
it's good that you have to work it out and figure it out.
What a dumb fucking thing to do. Oh, so dumb. So dumb.
It's okay.
Dumb.
No, hey, there we go.
We have made to 1, 2, 4, 4. Soon it will get to a level where I can't do them.
No, you're doing well.
Thank you. You're very, very nice and encouraging. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. So black to move. Okay. We should try to win a rook. Possibly. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I think I have an understanding. Queen h3 check.
Mm-hmm.
King has to go to f1. This is covered.
Uh-huh.
This file is covered.
Okay.
And so has to go there. This is also covered.
Mm-hmm.
Queen takes rook.
And then?
That's a checkmate.
And then they block, right?
They can block, yes.
And then?
Then I can take with my queen, and that's a checkmate.
There you go.
Wow. This
Check.
was easier. Check. Takes the rook.
Check.
Okay, then they don't even bother blocking. Okay. Okay, perfect. No, this is, well, I have to capture. This is the first move is a capture because I'm in check.
Check doesn't mean you have to capture, but it means you do have to react to it.
Oh, that's... You're so true. True. This just shows you my level. Because when you're a beginner, you try to be stupid and capture. Okay, that's true. Right. So okay, so now here I have multiple ways to think about it.
You have 3 moves. King f2, king e2, king d2.
Yes, that's right. That's right, yes. Okay. All of these look... Okay, so king, let's just take the first one. So king f2. If king takes f2, then what are the possibilities? The possibilities are... Well, my king is exposed, so that's bad. I can't check any... in any of these cases, I can't castle anymore, so nothing matters anyways. The castling point problem is not relevant. Okay. What can happen? The knight can't check me because these 2 squares are covered.
So you saw the last move, right? They just took the pawn with the bishop.
Yes.
And make sure you're keeping track of the material on the board as if it was your own game. So it's important to note right now that black has an extra piece.
Yes.
So we're already behind. There's a threat against black's queen, right? White is attacking black's queen.
Yes.
But there's a material imbalance, so you have to keep track of the material as well.
That's true.
The context of the
We are
position.
down a piece, yes. So the best would be to capture because then we can win that piece back. But then we are exposed. But then I can go back to G1, and then I'm okay. Yeah, like I can move after when I get a chance. I can go back to G1, and I seem okay. Well, that diagonal's open. That's a problem. Okay, let's see. This is also hard.
There's a lot of threats here. So in terms of priority, we can talk about king safety, but there's threats. Your king's in check. Their queen is hanging. So there's real concrete threats to address.
I wouldn't move to E2 just because if I move to E2, okay, so there is a couple of things here. I can move to G2, which is not taking this piece. In this case, I'm attacking both these pieces, so I always have a choice to make in the future. I need to consider various possibilities, but okay, that's one thing. So, but this square just takes away those 2 possibilities. This would, in my opinion, be just the worst of the 3. So now the and I'm deducing that these two are the possibilities. So now, so if I take it on the first move, they can always move their queen. So then it's not a threat anymore. So maybe, okay, so if let's just eliminate this one. So e2, if I move to e2, then their queen is hanging and then their bishop is hanging. They can always take this the next move and I can capture, and then they can always move their bishop back to safety. So that's again a possible, yeah, that's fine. Right, so
you're saying they can take your knight?
They can take my knight, yes. So
really, they can take the knight. It's a very legal move.
But it's not a good idea because then the next move I can take the queen. So they can't take the knight. Right?
They can. It depends on the material because sometimes 3 pieces is enough for a queen. 3 pieces.
Oh, I see. Sometimes you may do that. It is okay to do that.
Because a queen is worth approximately 9 pieces of 3. So there's even situations where.
Okay, so now let's just
It's not an absolute, is the point. There's situations where a queen might be sacrificed.
Okay, e2, then they won't take this. Okay, then they can move this.
Just to give an example, let's say you went king d2, which you said isn't very good.
Yes.
King d2, and they take the knight.
Yes.
And then you take their queen, and then they take the bishop back with their knight.
Yes.
We count the material. White has a queen. Black has 3 pieces for the queen,
and
which
they're
is
okay.
Sometimes it's even better. So material does matter there, which might influence your first move, which is why you said like this doesn't have any upside because we're not winning the piece, right? We're not even attacking. So that was a.
So now then the best move to equalize the material just right now is to take this piece, and then their next move will be to move the queen. So now where can they move the queen? They can move the queen to this square, which is bad because then I can fork, right? So that's not a good idea. They can move the queen back to this, but that's also fine because I can take this piece with a check.
And then what would the count be if you took it with a check?
The count,
without even looking at their king.
What would be the count? So they're down this piece and this piece. So we are, okay, so let me see. So they have a knight, a bishop, 2 rooks, and the queen. Then we also have 2 bishops, a knight. Yeah, so then we would be up by a piece. Yeah, we would be up by a piece. So that would be at the minimum a good thing for us. So that is one idea. So okay, let's see. So yeah, so I think this is probably the best move. Now let me think of another one. Yeah, so if my king goes to e2, if king e2, then they will choose to still move their queen. Suppose they move their queen here, but that's not a good idea. Suppose they move their queen here, that's not a good idea because of the same reason as before. Now I'm taking a check, and then I can always take this piece. So yeah, objectively I can just take this, and then they will move their queen somewhere, I assume. They can also move it to this square, in which case I can still take this and it's fine. Yeah, so I'm in every case.
Else? So you're right about that, it is fine. If they move their queen to e6, even looking at the position right now,
yes.
What's another thing you can do?
If they move their queen to e6, I can always go to knight c7 check, and then I can win the queen.
Yeah.
That's a fork to the king and the queen, and so I can always, okay. So objectively, I think, okay, so this queen goes here, this, and that's probably the best move. Oh, didn't consider this one.
Yeah.
But okay. Let's see. Okay, I just.
Now pause. Don't rush through it. I knew you wouldn't see that move, but it's okay to see what happens sometimes. We always miss things. That's always going to happen. We just do our best to catch the moves. But
so now the best thing I can do is I can go to this square and fork the rook and the king, and I can win the rook. That's another thing. But okay, so suppose I go knight c7 check, then what? Yeah, they have to move their king, so I can win the rook. So that's
okay. So you won their rook.
Yes.
Are you worried at all about your king? Because you're up a rook.
I am worried
That's
about
enough
my
material.
I'm worried about my king because it's
So
in exposure at the moment.
exposure is one thing. Is there something worse than that? Because yeah, we win a rook, our king is loose. That's one thing. But we win a rook and we get checkmated, then it's not a good trade. So
Of course.
is there any concerns there?
Yes, so there is a okay, they can go here check after we win the rook, suppose. They can go here check. Then I can go back to G1.
And then
They can go here check. I have to go to H1.
And then they give you another check.
And then they give me another check. I have to go here.
And then they give you a check
And
again.
it's a perpetual.
Well, when they check you on F4, you don't have to move your king back.
So takes king. Okay, let's just say this one. Then takes. It goes here. I can also move. Sorry, I can move here too, but that's a bit annoying because then it's open. So like it. Okay. What
Well, do you
else?
have to move your king? You were looking at the king after the first move.
Do I have to move my king? So if it is over here,
Because when you're you've won a rook.
I don't have to move my queen. I can always block it with the queen, and then they can exchange the queen if they like. Yeah, okay. I can block it with my queen.
Is that better?
It is better. It is better.
When you win material, trading is good. Also, blocking adds another defender.
Yes, I see. Right. Okay. So
Because let's say you block with the queen,
mm-hmm.
and then they give a check on D2. Then you can bring your king here,
Mm-hmm.
and then when they check, you can again block with the queen.
Right. It's fine. I'm okay.
Because it's funny, Okay.
No.
Let them prove the checkmate. See, the puzzles never push you for that.
Right.
They're a different purpose, but we're using them as a baseline
Mm-hmm.
to calculate. But
No, we need something to work on. The problems. We have problems to work on. Good enough. Okay. So this one is good because I think I know. Let's see. Queen takes the rook. Queen takes G8. Check.
king has two moves.
King. Okay. I calculated this move. This move is. This move leads to a checkmate. Let me just show you. Then I can just go Queen G7, and that's a checkmate. So that's not
Very
a
good,
good
very
square.
good.
So he has to go to this
They
square.
only have one square. That makes it easier.
Yes. So now
Queen takes G8 check, king E7.
King E7. Now what I can do is I can move my rook to G7 check. The king has to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, king has to go here.
They could block with a knight. What happens if they block with a knight? Knight F7, for example. Just a...
Knight F7, then my queen can take F7. That's a checkmate.
That's not a checkmate.
Oh, that's not a check. Sorry, that's not a checkmate. But my queen takes F7. King can go to this square.
Mm-hmm.
To D8.
Yeah.
And then the rook, which is on. Now let me just see. Yeah, the rook, which is on G7, can now deliver a mate. So that's like a ladder.
Yep.
One.
Yeah, it's a ladder mate.
Yeah. So then this. Okay, check.
King E7.
King E7.
Rook G7 check.
Rook G7 check.
King F6.
King F6.
We're not exclusive, don't tell Maria, on kick, but we're doing much more there.
Check. Then my rook can swing back to G5 check.
Your rook can swing where?
Oh no, it cannot because the knight is covering it. Nope, sorry, my bad. Okay. Then my queen can go to g8, check.
F8 or
F8. I apologize.
check.
My queen from g8 will go to f8, check. King can't go here. My rook's protecting it. So the only legal move is this blocking it, but then I can get a checkmate.
What's the checkmate move? When you
The checkmate is queen takes f7 when the knight is blocking it, and that's a checkmate. So that's it. Check. Yeah, sorry, I should say that. Okay. What's the best move here?
Nicely done.
Aha. Okay. Very nice to see. All right. Okay.
You're already almost at 1400.
Yes. Yes. I want to get to 2000 today.
Black to move. You know you're crushing it.
Black to move.
Some more water.
Thank you, sir. Black to move. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? Okay. Rook takes e6, check. Oh, can go here. Can go here. That's about it. Then can't block anything else. Let's see. So now if the king goes here, there's not much we can do. Okay. Try to win a piece. So we are a piece down. That's one thing. Let's see. Okay. Rook takes e6 check. King goes to.
So when we talk about notation and two rooks can capture the same pawn,
Then
do you know how to do that?
Yes. Rook f6 to e6. Rook fe6. Yeah, that's what you say, right?
Rook F takes E6 check.
Oh,
Correct.
rook take F.
No,
F takes E6 check. Okay,
Uh-huh.
because there are makes sense, of
Yep.
course. And the same for knights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Rook F takes E6 check. Then the king can go here, and
Or the king can go to F4,
or the king can go to
D5,
F4.
or
F4. Oh, that's true. Okay, let me see. F4, D5, or it can go to D6. Yeah.
no, it can't. Your
Let
rook
me
is
see.
on E6.
Yeah. It cannot go to D6.
But your rook just moved from F6. What does that mean?
Or the. Let me see. 1 sec. The king can go here. Can go here. That's about it, right? It can't go anywhere else really. This file is taken by the rook, so it
Correct.
can't go here. Yeah, these are the two squares.
One more.
One more. Okay. What the fuck am I saying? The rook cannot be captured, so
Correct.
that's done too. The king is here. Where can it go to? What the fuck am I missing here? Like an idiot.
No, you're not an idiot.
Oh, and the king can capture.
Correct.
Of course, yes.
No. We all have chess blindness that never goes away.
Oh,
It never goes away. Sometimes we just make assumption. Like it's just like it just becomes less
right.
likely.
Okay, so in any of the possibilities, what my plan would be is to go take this rook, and then they will capture with their rook, and then I'm a rook up by capturing with this rook. That is my idea.
An exchange up.
An exchange up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my idea. And it doesn't matter where the king
Okay.
is going.
If it doesn't matter where the king is going, then you don't need to calculate everything. That's an example where you just don't need to calculate everything.
Right. And because I was material down, my idea is to try to win material, because now I'm learning some ideas, more ideas from you. Yeah, so okay. Now let's see.
We're in the 1400s. Good job, Gman.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so first idea I can think of is queen goes to d2 check. King can move here, or yeah, the king can move there, or it can move sideways. Okay, those are the two squares it can move to. Right, if it moves here, I can go check with my rook and I can capture the queen.
So the difference between puzzles and just like work on the position is like, one way to approach this is like, when you see this, you're looking for checkmate, which is fair. But another reason is like I said, process the material, process the position.
I see. Yeah.
We're down a rook, a knight, a bishop, and a pawn.
Yes.
So
we should really look for checkmate.
You really got it. Like that just adds like, it's like, yeah, you know,
just
winning a queen maybe is not enough. It's
got
this
it.
is yeah, we have to go for the kill because we're down way too much material.
Yes.
I mean, some people look for checkmate because it's a puzzle. They know they have to, but it's also grasping the position.
I see. Yeah.
A position would require that. If you find yourself down a lot of material in a game, it's like, no, this is.
Got it.
I'm going to try to complicate things and try to checkmate or trick my opponent.
Right. Okay. So in this case, we ought to go for checkmate because we are down so much material, right? So this is the first obvious move. So I can. There are two squares the king can go to. So now let's eliminate.
Squares the king can go to. After queen d2 check.
Can go to this square. It can go to this square. Can't go to this file. So can't go here. Can't go here because it's covering it.
So which squares can it go to?
It can go to f4.
Why can it go to f4?
Oh, it cannot go to f4. Sorry, it can only go to f3. There's only one square it can go to, which is f3.
The less you have to calculate when you're going for checkmate, the better because it means you're reducing possibilities.
Right. So queen d2 check. King goes to f3. Rook h3 check. Now where can the king go? The king has to go. The wiser move would be to go here.
The only move.
The only move, yes. So then what else can we do now? I can do So now let me think. Then I can go rook g2 check. Let's see. King can't go here, can't go here. Can go here. Okay, so I need to calculate that one. But okay, so if the king goes to this square, then I can just, what's the mate? Okay, let me think. Queen d2 check, king f3. Queen f2 check. King has to go to g4. That's not a good move. Need to check. King f3. Rook h3 check.
King g4.
King g4. But I was also thinking this one. So rook, queen d2 check.
King
Goes
f3.
king f3. Queen f2 check.
King g4.
King g4. Then I'm just thinking, because if I bring my queen here, it's check, but then the king can always go back to this square. Right, that's the problem. So I'm trying to find a way to mate here. Check. Okay. Queen d2 check. King goes to f3. Okay, let's just see this line.
Queen f2
Queen
check.
f2 check. King goes to g4.
Yeah.
Right? Then I can think of queen goes here, then there is this square which is escape square. So that's not a good one.
Appreciate the subs, guys. Worth Gunjin, who's new to chess, but a very quick learner. Appreciate it. Thanks, Doc, Ball.
I'm trying to find a way to mate, but it's very hard. So I'm just trying to think.
But the training from the previous one, a few puzzles ago, the visualization, it's helping, right?
Yes, it's very much so. Yeah. Yes. G4.
Kick is going to be the main home for the next 3 months. Can't say after that, but at least the next few months, hopefully longer.
Rook goes to h4 check. King can go here. Yeah, king can go.
Can
here.
Or has to?
Has to go here, and then queen goes to d2 check.
Which square? Sorry.
Okay, so queen d2 check.
Yep.
King f3.
Yep.
Queen f2 check.
Yes.
King g4.
Yes.
Rook h4 check.
King g5.
King g5. Queen goes to f6. Sorry, queen goes to f5 check, and
queen goes to f5.
Queen f2. Okay. Queen d2 check. King f3. Queen f2 check. King g4. Rook g4. Rook h4 check. Queen goes to g5. Sorry, king goes to g5. Then queen has to go to what's the mate here, man? So queen goes to f6, but then my rook is unprotected. No, it's fine. Yeah, so that's a check, and then can it go anywhere? It can't go anywhere, so that's a mate. So queen has to go to f6. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So this is the line. Queen d2 check. King goes to f3. Queen f2 check. King goes to g4. Rook h4 check. King goes to g5. Queen Queen f6 check. And can it go anywhere? It can't go to this. It can't go to this because the rook is covering those squares. It can't go to this. Can't go to this. Pawn and queen can't go here. Checkmate.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
See, they stopped it early. Some
Yeah.
people probably fluked their answers. So
There's no point to do that. No.
Yeah.
Because it's self-rewarding. If you
Yeah.
don't like, what's the point of doing this in the cheating way possible?
No,
Yeah.
that was great. That was great.
Okay, so we are now
Perfect accuracy.
I'm enjoying this. Thank you, Eman.
No, you're putting the work in. We're lucky. We're enjoying it. Yeah, the API for Kick isn't public yet. I think they're working on that. But once it does, there's going to be a lot of integrations and things we can do. But it's not ready yet. So we're still streaming on Twitch. Still have the integrations there. So don't rush it if you don't want to. But hopefully they release the API soon. I think they're planning to though.
Okay, so this is rook d3 check, and king can't go here. Nothing can be captured, so and that's a mate. Yeah.
Easy, right?
Yeah, this is a bit too easy. Yeah.
Oh, you're a beast. That's why.
Okay, I'm gonna use the washroom very quickly.
You can't.
Thank you, sir.
I said you can't, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
sorry.
kidding. I'm kidding. This isn't the Russian school of chess. You can use the bathroom. This one might be tricky for Gman. I think this one is a little tricky, but we'll see. It's not the hardest, but it's still, sometimes it's the easier ones that throw people off. Appreciate the viewership at this hour. Realty Money, Kepler, Mattis, Checkmanarov, Crocodile, Ishibutsi, Christopher Cup, Raw 96, NMC, Lost Moose, Gungeon is extremely, extremely good at chess. For how he started, like he's but it helps that he's a physics PhD, just the analytical mind and the patience, and he's got a really good memory as well, and some other things. Like definitely is going to be very good. Very analytical.
Back to it. I'm excited. I enjoy this. I really do enjoy this. Okay, the next one.
Black to move.
Black to move. Let us observe. Okay. The rook is really threatening. We need to do something about it. We need to check. Because they're threatening mate in one if we don't do something.
Are they threatening mate in one?
Yeah, because that's...
Is that a legal move?
No, it's not. But like,
But you're
if
right,
we don't
yeah.
do something quick enough.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
right.
Sorry.
No, that's right. That's right.
Check. Can't move here. Can't move here. Has to go up. Can go here, here, or here. In any case, I can win the rook. That's good for me. Yeah, I think the best move is just queen b4, check, and then it cannot move. The king cannot move to e3. The king cannot move to d4 because they're covered by my pawns. The king can also, yeah, the king has to move up so I can capture the rook the next step, and that's winning me a rook. I'm a rook.
Considering all of white's options?
No, I'm not, because it can block with the rook. So of course that's not an option I've considered so far. Right? So in that case, if it there's always a better move for them, which I have not considered.
Yeah, always look for their best move too, then you're not gonna, or try to. It's harder to do, but.
So if that is their move, then I can go back to b5 and check, and then, well, that's not very good. Okay, so let's see. Let us observe. Hello, KNVB.
Hello to Aman.
Of course. Queen b3 check. Rook blocks. What do? I can go here. Check. Not that useful, as far as I observe. What are my other options? I can go back here and check.
Kevin's in the chat. Kevin, do you want to go for late night diner food tonight? It's on me, buddy. For you and Gman. Take you for some nice food.
Okay.
There's a great lasagna at whatever, 7 West Cafe, I think it is, in Toronto.
Okay, now this is a bit hard. Let me think.
You can run to the restaurant if you're on a diet. No worries. Or just puke it out after. Or order a salad.
Okay, so let's see. Queen b1 check. Rook can, okay, then block this as well. Then what's my option? Queen d1 check, but then the king can hide behind the rook. But that's fine, because then I can do Queen e1 check, and no.
Kevin, I'll up the offer. I'll include 2 boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still thinking. Okay.
No. Think. No,
This is hard.
I knew this one would be hard. No.
Check. Blocks with the rook. Then I can go here, or I can go back here and check again.
You're not establishing all the checks.
That's right.
You're going to want to keep doing that.
Then I can go back here and check. And then what can the king do? The king cannot go to this. Cannot go here. That would be a mate. Yeah, okay. So suppose Queen b3 check. Rook c3 blocks it. Then I can go Queen d1 check. And then well, it's a mate, because can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. The rook's blocking this escape square.
But the rook has moved from c4 to c3.
Yes, the rook has, exactly.
Which means the c4 square.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked too. Yeah. Yeah.
So true. Almost mate. But there's an escape square.
There is an escape square, so the king can escape. And if the king escapes to this square, what can I do? I can check here.
We want to always check with purpose. Unless we're playing a game and we got to make a move.
Blocks. Check.
King c4.
king c4.
Only move.
Only move, so that makes it easy. Now I want to check with a purpose, and I can do that because I can go queen b4 check, and can it be a mate? Let's see. Okay. What? Okay, then check. My king is here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. Can go here. Right? Can it go there?
Your king can go to b3 or b5.
Yes, b3 or b5. And then I can pick up the rook here.
If the king goes to b5.
Yes, if it goes to b3 and protects the rook, then I have to do... And then I can pick this up as well. So that's fine, right? Yeah, that's fine. I can check and pick this rook up.
Is that forcing?
Let me see. King b3 check.
Rook has to block or they lose the rook?
Rook has to block or you lose the rook. So rook blocks. Queen goes to d1 check.
King has to go to c4?
King has to go to c4. Queen goes to d4 check. And then, yeah, you're forking. So it is forced. All right.
And you don't even have to ask me. If you're sure it's forced, then it's... Well done, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
1590. Pretty good. Okay.
Thanks for hanging out, Pen MC.
This is a bit tricky. I have to think of it.
Thinking is always allowed. Unless we're playing bullet.
I'm thinking either this move or this move. Both of them can check. Can be blocked, but then it can just take. So, or we can just take with the queen or the bishop. Okay, let's do one at a time. So bishop moves to c5 check. Can be blocked with the rook, but then we take the rook and we are, let me see the material count. Okay, so first we always need to look at the material count. 2 bishops. We are down 2 bishops, 2 knights, 2 rooks, bishops, 2 knights. It's equal material so far. So check. Let's see. Can be blocked with multiple pieces. So this one is not doing a good job. So then we just take it. Then we'll piece up. So check. Okay, rook. Then we are rook for bishop. So that's fine too. Check. Well, that's not good. So that's just gonna be bad for them. They won't do that. Then they're losing a knight. So that's fine too. And what else can we do? Yeah, so this is fine, but then my queen is hanging, so I need to find a good square for the queen to go to. If I rather take it with the, so I give the check with the queen, the same scenario applies, right? But then this block would be better for them. Right, okay. I need to think. Harder than you think always. Okay. The first thing one can simply think of is this. So bishop takes e2, then queen can take, knight can take, lots of possibilities. Knight takes, well, that's fine. We've just exchanged some material, and that's okay, but that's about it. There is another check I haven't thought of, which is this check, which is protecting my bishop as well as giving a check, but then what? Then what? It's also going to win this for me. That's a good move. Okay, I'm thinking. Queen c5 check, and in the next move I can, so okay, it doesn't matter what they do. Suppose they block, it's okay, fine. They block, it's fine, because I can pick up this piece.
That's a loose piece.
Loose piece.
Okay, so you give a check and attack the loose piece at the
Yes.
same time.
Yes.
And there's no good way for them to
No.
defend.
No. That's what I'm thinking.
As long as you've double checked that, then you're good.
Oh. That's a good question. Okay. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Well done.
Yes. We are in 1600s finally. Okay. My rook is fucked, but their king is really fucking exposed. So we could do something about that. Right. Oh, okay. So suppose we have knight e7 check. Then the king can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. Yeah, can't go here. Kind of fucked. Can't take this piece, can't take this piece, can't take this. Yeah, that's it. Yes, oh, but the queen can take it, and then I can win the queen because I'm a queen down as well. That's the what I think.
Well, what did you just say?
Okay, so
You just said you're a queen down.
yes, I
So
don't.
if you win a queen when you're a queen down, does that mean you're winning?
No, it doesn't mean that I'm winning at all. No. So okay, let's see.
Like, did you count the material?
I did not. Okay, thank you.
Count the material, it gives context. Winning a queen, if you're down a queen, doesn't mean as much as winning a queen when you have a queen on the board.
Right. Okay.
You immerse yourself in the position.
Not yet. Yeah, I should immerse myself in the position. Now I am immersing myself in the position.
You don't have to count the material, but if
But
I'm
I
looking
see,
at
I
winning
see a
in
winning
the context
position.
of winning the queen as if winning the queen is your goal, then material matters. If something else is your goal,
No, I want
depends.
to win this game, and I think c6, pawn c6, check, and then there is no square for the king to go to, and it cannot be captured. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. That's covered by my bishop. Can't go here, covered by this pawn, but this pawn has been protected by this. So this is like a nice little, I don't know what you call it, but I've found this to be a very nice structure in chess.
sure. It's an anchored in bishop.
Yes, it's
Now,
an anchored in bishop. Okay. And then it cannot go anywhere. So
Is that a checkmate?
that is a checkmate.
It is a checkmate. Now,
Yeah, but I want-
I have a
yes.
question.
Yes.
So when we go, so it's a very easy puzzle.
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. Yes.
We go knight e7 check,
Yes.
and they take,
Yes.
and we take with the king.
Yes.
We're still threatening
Checkmate.
checkmate.
Yes.
So if you were white and somebody played this, they would give you an extra move to try to survive.
Yes.
What would white do in that moment? Because it gives white a move to try to get out of this mating net. So knight e7, people would play.
Yes.
And they would think they're mate, but they forget that the queen will sacrifice for
Yes.
a mate. And we're still threatening this pawn checkmate
Yes.
or this bishop checkmate.
Yes.
So just out of curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
if you were playing white here,
You'd play. You could either play your bishop away or your pawn. You could play pawn e5, and that would give you an escape
if
square.
you put your bishop away, I go bishop e6
Yeah,
checkmate.
that's right. That's right. Yeah. So then pawn e5 would be the only possible
Yeah.
move, and then you have this escape.
Yes.
Square.
So precision matters because knight e7 is pretty much winning, but
It's
maybe
not-
it's a different.
But somebody can still.
Yeah, you could
survive
still
from-
mess it up. You might still be able to mess it up.
I see. I see. Okay. I see.
But that was a very easy.
Yeah,
one.
right. No, but man, the point is not to win. The point is to understand the process.
Yes.
Like it's not to do it as
Exactly,
fast
it's
as,
the
like,
problem.
what's the pleasure there? Yeah. No, I find this very rewarding. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Okay.
This is kind of similar to the one I had you do a long time with. The king is.
Yes.
Remember we tried to checkmate the king on that
Yeah.
side of the board? So
Yes. The first move I can that's pawn f4 check. King has to move here because can't go anywhere else really. And then what? Then what? And then you just push another pawn. Then you push g5.
And then which squares does the king have after g5 check?
It has this square.
And
it has g. It has g7, and it also has this square now.
So you have two things to figure out, two moves to anticipate.
Yes. So if g, okay, so let's just do this, okay? So pawn f4 check, king goes to h6, pawn g5 check. So okay, now suppose the king moves to h5.
Correct.
Then we can go bishop e2 check, and that would be a mate. Yeah. So that's done. So now this is the only square remaining. I like it. Good morning to EU.
Good morning, Lucheco.
And now, okay, so now if the, okay, so boom, no, boom, boom, boom. Okay, then what? Then we can do rook goes to f7 check because my my bishop is protecting it. King can move, the only square it can move
Two squares.
This square
Or
this,
no,
it cannot move, or this square.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So if it moves to this square, then what I can do is I can, all right, okay, this, boom, this, right. So now this one is mate, so forget about that one. So this one now, I go rook f7 check. Now suppose the king goes here. If the king goes here, I can gobble up this pawn with a check. Let me think. Okay, so the king goes here. I have to move my rook for a discovered check. Now I can move my rook here, but of course that's a stupid square to move it to, so I have to gobble up this pawn. Then the king can, where can the
then
king
I'll just take your bishop. You're checking me with your bishop, I'm just going to gobble it.
That's true, that's true.
Also, what's the material count? Are we trying to win material? How much?
We are trying to win material.
Well, black is up
but black is up a rook.
And 3 pawns.
3 pawns, yes. Yes.
So if you're trying to win material, you got to win a lot of material to get back, if that's your goal.
Yes. So no, I'm trying to just checkmate here as soon as possible. Okay. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. Now I go here, check, and so where can I mate as soon as possible? If the king goes here, I can't go back up because I can be taken. Right? Where can I go? I have to. And then I just lose this. Okay. Yeah, okay, thinking.
I'm not helping at all in this one. You're going to have to correct, like you're going to have to go through the motions.
Okay.
Because this is one you can, yeah.
I can do, you think, so I should do it. Okay.
Hey, Quadro, good morning.
I'm still thinking, yeah. Okay. Just have to figure this one out. Now the king goes to this square. Okay. I don't have any more checks, unfortunately. That's the problem. So this is not a good
I
move.
can't transfer badges, but
But then I can go rook g8, and that's then king can escape here. Can it? No, it cannot. That's a checkmate.
double check it.
Pawn goes to f4 check. King goes to h6. Pawn g5 check. King goes to g7. Rook g8 check and mate. Yeah.
Just you retraced your steps and figure out that
Yes.
was the. Wasn't that hard, but it's good.
No,
that you
it
caught up.
wasn't that
No,
hard, but it is very hard when
It
you
is,
are a
it is.
beginner. It's very,
No, that
very
was
hard.
very good.
Because you think you know it, but then no, dude, for sure you don't know it. Like, it's exactly not what you think, which makes it, well, fun.
We're coming to Paris July 7th, Ali. We're hosting an event 7th and 8th.
Okay. White to move. Okay.
Dr. Lord is still watching you right now. He says that was like watching Newton see the apple fall and have a eureka moment.
That's right. That is exactly right. Uh-huh. I see a little bit. So I'm going to try and explain. Queen takes e5 check.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few possibilities. In this case, the rook can block, suppose, but then I can just take with the knight. Take with the bishop, and then okay, check, and then queen, and then I can still win this queen. Okay, fine. Or okay. So what are the possibilities? Let us figure this out. So queen takes e5 check. So the rook blocks. That's fine. We are doing good. Now the next thing is the queen blocks. Okay, that's the same story. We are doing fine. We can take with the knight. Okay, sure, check, and then whatever. It's good. We are doing fine. Then what is the next step? The king can move here. If the king moves there, then this is a checkmate.
No, then the king can move back in the corner.
Oh, the king can move. Yeah, that's right. The king can move back in the corner. Yeah, of course. Now what can we do? Harder than I thought. Like life. Okay. Check. This is the best move for them. But then I can just go, yeah. I can go with my queen to f7, and that's a checkmate.
That's a checkmate. That's a standard checkmate, queen in front.
So that's okay. So now let's think of all the possibilities. Yeah. Okay. So queen. This is the best first move. That much I think I know. So queen takes e5, check. Okay, so now suppose you block with the rook, then my bishop can take the rook, check. Okay, so I can move the queen. Sorry, I can move the king if I want. Yeah, so I need to it can go very, like, I need to calculate different possibilities because I know that mate, but that's not good enough. Is that like so?
Well,
Because the opponent is
how many
going
other possibilities do they have? If they don't move their king there and you give this check,
Yes.
their king can only move there or they block a piece.
Yes.
They only have 2 pieces I can block, so there's not that many.
No, it's not. No,
deviations.
not bad at all. Yeah, of course. So, okay, check. Rook blocks. Okay, knight takes.
Bishop takes.
Sorry, bishop takes. Check, and then the king can move here. Then what can I do? I can, okay. Then I can always swing back, and that's a checkmate. So that's fine. So yeah, in every case, okay, that's one case, right? So now, check, blocks, takes. Okay, so then the next thing is this takes, and then that's also a check. Okay, it's gonna be checkmate very soon for them, so that's not a good idea either. Right, okay. Takes, check, blocks, takes, bishop takes, then suppose their queen takes, and this is a check. Then they move here, and then that's a mate. So that's my queen g7 is a mate. So that's not a good idea. So now the next thing is their queen can block. So if queen f6,
your bishop takes.
My
And
bishop
what if their
takes.
king moves now?
Because their king cannot move anywhere now.
It can go to g8.
It can, 1 second. It can, yeah, it can go to g8. Sorry, yeah. And then if it goes to g8, right, I'm here. King can go to g8. Then I can have my rook go to g7 check.
King goes in the corner.
King goes in the corner again. Okay, the king goes in. Okay, let's see. So queen takes e5 check. Block with the queen. My bishop takes the queen on f6 check. King moves to g8 to escape. Bishop goes to rook goes to g7 check. King moves back to h8. Let's do a discovered check. So then I can move the rook back to f7 check. The king moves back to g8. I can take the rook on the next step check. The king cannot capture it.
The king can capture.
Yeah, sorry, the king can capture.
Has
to capture, yes. Has to capture. And then I can go queen e7 check.
King goes in the corner.
King goes into the corner, and then I can do a mate in the next step.
And the king takes your queen.
My bishop's protecting it.
You put your.
Oh, sorry. Oh shit. It's yeah. This is a check. Can it go anywhere? So if my king is here, can't go here. Can't go here because the bishop is protecting it. Can't go here. Yeah, that's a mate then. Yeah. Yeah. Queen e8 will be a mate.
Or queen g7.
Or queen g7.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just quickly think again if I have done every possible thing. Okay. Check. Okay, so check. The rook blocks is not a good idea. We discussed this. Yeah, so most likely done. 1759. I've never gone this high in my life.
Keep it up.
Okay, black to move. What can we do, my good sir? This one is a bit easy, I feel like. So I'm going to share my thoughts already. Queen e8, queen e1 check. Has to block with the rook. That's the only move possible. And then I can capture with my rook. Or I can capture with my queen, and that's a mate.
Well, how do you capture with? You said capture with queen or rook, and it's a mate. And so don't rush your checkmate comments. You should double check.
You should capture it with the rook, because then if the bishop blocks it, you can capture it on the next step, and that's a mate. Thank you.
No,
you're a very, very good teacher. Very good teacher. Yeah. I mean, I like harsh teaching. What can I say? So, like, I appreciate it. I think it's very good to learn it like this. Okay, perfect. Now, what can we do? I see something, but that's not very helpful. Is it? So there are, okay, so I see bishop takes f2 check, can't capture, king has to move, and then I can capture the rook on the next move, which is winning me some material because I'm material down. So they have, and they're a knight. One, let me see, 3 pawns here, 3, 5, 3, 4, 7. 2 pawns up, and then they are the rook. We are 1 point down in material, it looks like to me, because okay, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. We have 7, so 1 pawn up, and then they are material. So we are 1 point down in material. I apologize. That's what I see. If I am evaluating it, no, and then rooks, yeah, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and they have 2 bishops.
Right now, we have a pawn for a piece.
Yes.
Bishop takes f2 check. Is the line you're looking at?
Yes.
King h1.
King h1. I can capture the rook on the next move. So bishop takes
rook.
Bishop takes rook. Then queen takes bishop.
Okay.
And that's it. Then I am doing okay in equalization.
Yes.
Right. So that's one way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The next line is to think about the queen moving. Okay. So the queen takes f2 check.
Mm-hmm.
Then king goes to h1.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, then there is nothing more I can think of, at least. Yeah. There is no advantage because I can't take this rook. The queen's protecting it. So this would be a better move. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a better move.
Mm-hmm.
And then that capture that. That's really what I think.
But we're not done yet.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So now. Check. Queen captures.
So we have a rook for 2 pieces. We have a rook and 2 pawns for 2 pieces.
Yes.
At the end of that. But the position's not over yet.
Yes. So now queen takes, so queen is controlling this rank.
Yep.
I can move my bishop, my rook to e8, and I can
Pin the knight.
pin the knight.
What if they take on f7 with their bishop? When you move your rook to e8, what do they do? Bishop takes f7 check.
Yeah, then I am screwed. Then I have to move my king to
If you move your king, then they're going to take your rook.
Yes.
Do you have to move your king?
Let me see. No, I can capture it. Yeah. No, I cannot capture it. And
you can't capture with your king because they're knight defense.
Yeah, exactly. I can capture it with my queen, but then I lose it. Yeah.
So if you capture with your queen, then if they take your queen with their knight.
Yes. And then I can capture the knight. Yeah, I can take the knight afterwards.
Well, what was the point of your rook move?
I can capture their queen.
Yeah, you're pinning the knight. That's the point of the move.
Yes.
If you capture their queen, what would that be?
That would be a checkmate.
Yeah. So they can't do bishop takes f7.
They can't. Yes.
You're pinning the knight. 2 attackers, 1 defender. So how do you think they're going to defend their knight? When you play rook e8? Because they can't move it, right? As soon as they move their
push
knight,
their pawn.
Exactly. Because if they move their knight, you take their queen with check.
Yes.
So they're going to probably defend with the pawn. Because they can't defend with the bishop, right? Can they go bishop f4?
Bishop f4. And 1 second, yeah. Bishop f4. No, they cannot because I can capture with my queen, yeah. No, they can't go bishop f4.
So you think they're probably going to push their pawn to defend it?
Yeah.
Or they're going to lose their knight.
Or they're going to, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's what I think, yeah. Okay, so...
And you got to keep going. Because now their knight's defended.
Bishop
they're still
takes
around equal.
c2. Bishop takes f2 check. King goes to...
Out of curiosity, bishop takes f2 check. What if they go king f1? Just out of curiosity. Because that's a legal move.
That is a legal move, but that's also okay because I can capture the rook the next move with a discovered check.
Oh, okay, discovered check. Well, yeah.
And in that
so
case...
So then if they take the rook with the king? Because it's a discovered check?
Yeah, so if they take my bishop with the king, then I can again pin the knight.
Better? Something better?
Something better, okay.
What's defending the knight?
There is nothing defending the knight, so I can just capture it, of course.
Yeah.
And then that's, they're doing bad.
Yeah, so king f1 doesn't make sense, so at least this is all optimal.
Oh, of course. Yes, I see. One has to, calculate every single... Alright, so bishop takes f2 check. King goes to h1. Bishop takes the rook.
When we take the rook...
Yes.
They don't take the bishop back, which we assume they're going to take the bishop. It makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say they played, instead of taking the bishop back, knight g4 to move the knight out of the way and attack your queen. In anticipation of... They don't want to be pinned, so they move their knight out early.
Okay, I see.
An intermezzo.
Well, then I can just go... Queen f1.
Excellent.
Checkmate, right?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they won't do that, right? So now, bishop takes f2 check. King goes to h1. Bishop takes the rook. Queen captures the rook. I pin the knight. They push the pawn. And what have I done in this? I have equalized the material, and that's it. There is no...
Well, equal. Are the puzzles usually over when it's equal?
No.
Okay.
You need to find a checkmate.
No, puzzles doesn't mean checkmate. Like,
no,
checkmate's not a good... Checkmate, the position looks like it's a checkmate or you feel like there's a checkmate, but don't assume it's a checkmate puzzle because it's a puzzle. Like, does it look like a position that you should...
Well, then I can push this pawn and attack the
adding
knight.
more pressure on the pin.
Adding more pressure on the pin.
Because you said the materials are unequal. If we were to win the knight, then it wouldn't be equal.
Then it wouldn't be equal. Yes.
So after you go d6...
After I go d6...
Do they have any moves? You're now attacking the knight with a pawn.
Yeah, I don't think they have any more moves to protect the knight. Let me see, yeah. Oh, they can... They don't have this pawn. Can they protect it with this No, they can't because I can just take it. So yeah, they have no more protection to the knight. As far as I can see. Let me see more. Yeah, I have to see.
And would winning that knight be
good for us?
It'd be good for us. It would be equal anymore.
No, it won't be equal. It will be good for us. So,
Yeah.
So bishop takes c2 check. King goes to h1.
Bishop takes c1.
Bishop takes c1. Queen takes c1. Rook e8. Yeah.
d4.
d4. d6.
And our next move is probably going to be
to take this knight. That's it. Yeah. Oh, this is deeper.
Not much. Very well done. Very well done, Gman.
Oh man, these are harder and harder and harder. Funny. The chat is funny. Okay, white to move.
Thank you, Dr. Lord Mayonnaise, for gifting 5 subs. Thank you.
Like, this one seems a bit too easy. I don't know if I'm like, I mean, white to
Just
move.
double check.
Check, and can it do anything? I don't think so. Mate. This
Trust
looks...
yourself. Don't look at me, buddy.
Okay. That was too trivial.
Yeah, those are...
Okay, black to move. Let's calculate this.
Thank you, Dr. Lord Mayonnaise. Supporting our training.
We're down. Okay, so what is the material count? Okay.
Wait a second. He owed those subs. He wasn't gifted. He was bet. He didn't think the line would go. Yeah, he's not doing that out of goodwill. He just made a bet.
Oh.
Yeah. Or maybe that was the previous problem. No, thank you, Dr. Lord Mayonnaise. Either way.
Ooh. Let me see. So
check.
Bishop d6 check.
Yep.
Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here.
This is kind of similar to the reverse position I had you do.
Yes.
Where the queen was covering the escape square and we needed to. But, okay, the king can't move. If the king can't move, what are the other options?
Pawn blocks.
They have different pawns to block, yep.
Fuck. Why? Why do they have pawns to block? This, okay, the first pawn blocking it is just bad because then I can just take and it's the same situation, so it will block. They will block with the f pawn, f4. Then what can I do? Bishop takes, then what? Check. Can't go here. Is the situation the same otherwise? Yeah, that's fine. If the pawn blocks, I can still take it and that's okay. If this pawn blocks, that's fine too because I can take it and it's check and it can't go anywhere. So yeah, that's fine. So okay, bishop d4, bishop d6 check. What are the also other options? Yeah, pawn blocking, check. And then what? Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. I think
if you double check and you're confident, you do it.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh. I mean,
was that hard?
No, wasn't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna get to 2000. It seems.
This is it. This is probably the 2000 one. You're killing it so far.
Oh,
very impressive so far, Gina.
Okay. Which way should the king move? The king should be made to move this way. So let's see.
What's the material?
Okay, the material is we have 5 pawns. They have 6. Then we have We are a piece down. They have an extra bishop, and we are a pawn down.
So we're down quite a bit.
We are down quite a bit.
So we got to be pretty ambitious with our rooks here.
Yes. Right. So now I need to just find a way to mate if I can. Oh, let's see. There are two ways to do. Like, let me see. What is the? So let's calculate this rook first.
This one seems hard, by the way.
It is hard?
Yeah. Not like the other one that was just checkmate right away.
Yeah, this one is not checkmate right away for sure. Okay, let's see.
Because also you want to get in the habit of finding the best defense, so you know that you're
rook ge2. Yeah, so suppose rook ge2,
king f1,
king f1. Then what? Then nothing, because then rook e to f2, and then king goes to.
So there's a draw at least. You
Yes.
could keep checking.
Yes, I could keep checking, but I want to try to be ambitious and win. Right.
So draw is not terrible, down a piece and a pawn, but if you're ambitious and you want to win, okay. Don't let me stop you.
Let me see. So rook g to e2, king goes to f1, rook e to f2, check, king goes to e1, and then I just keep on doing that. So that leads to nothing. Well, no, because I can bring this rook back. So rook de2, and then king can go to d1. And then what? Then I have my two rooks here. Okay. Then I can bring this rook to here. Oh no, I can keep on no, that's not. Okay. I have to think a little bit, okay? This is a bit hard for me.
Should be. This is the
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Let's calculate this one. Rook d2. Rook d2. King goes to okay, so king can go to f1 or king can go to d1. If king goes to d1, no. Okay, gotta think a bit. This is very hard. I want to try to bring the king to this square, so and my rook's here, so that I can mate. Yeah, that's a mate, but it's not as simple as it looks. Or to the other side. All of those are fine, but let me see if the other side is fine. Okay, so if I want to bring it here, I should probably just use this rook. Okay, so rook ge2, then this rook is still covering it. So king goes to f1, rook king goes to f1. Yeah. Okay, so if king goes to f1, I can bring the rook back.
And the king will go back.
Yeah, but then I can bring this rook and the king will go there. Right. I don't want the king to go here. I want the king to go here. But is it possible that the king can only go here? Okay.
Check.
G2 check.
King F1.
King F1. Rook goes to Rook EF2 check.
King E1.
King E1. Rook D2 check.
King D1.
King D1. Okay. And it keeps on fucking okay, King D1. This is the rook. This is the other rook. So now I can go to rook here. Rook ED2 check. King goes to, and it can keep on doing this perpetually. I don't know if there is a way to win here. I can see that I can draw. Possibly, I can keep on repeating moves such that I can draw.
Well, you're trying to make your version of checkmate work.
Yes.
Yeah, your version.
There is another version. Okay.
Well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What, like, right? Like, you're looking at all the ways to check with a rook. The king's not going to walk into a mating net.
That's correct. So now I need to see a better move. Okay.
Rooks are not complicated pieces. You don't have that many possibilities, right? They're long range pieces.
So let's say rook takes b2. What does that achieve? Nothing, because then rook
check, king
F8
a7.
check, king a7. Okay, that's fine. I have temporarily escaped checks. And then I can mate on the next step. Right. So what can happen is now I have, okay, so rook takes b2 check. Rook takes b2, no check, I apologize. The next move for them is to move their king to f1.
Okay.
Right.
So that if you give a check, they can take your rook.
That's correct.
Okay.
So then I can move my rook to any other spot. Let's say to, shouldn't move it here, shouldn't move it here. Let's say move it to this spot.
And they move their king back.
And they move their king back. That's right. So I have to move it to this spot. Yeah. So if I move it here, that's fine, because then on the next step I can give a checkmate. So that's a good possibility. Okay. So rook takes b2. Then they will move their king to f1. Rook rook gc2. Then what can they do? Let me see. Then there only may be possibilities to give a check, we escape, and then what? They can't do very much. Then they're mate in the next step.
You're looking at me.
No, I have to be confident. Yeah. I have to. Okay.
No, but I mean, like,
do it.
Look for all the best defensive moves as well. Same process. Can they defend? Did you show the path of most resistance?
Yes. I like it. Path of most resistance. Yeah. Okay. Rook takes b2 check. Rook takes b2. Then what is it? Okay, king f1. Rook gc2. Rook gc2. Then what can happen? Then what can happen is that they can move this pawn and attack this rook. But then I can go rook c2 to c. Yeah, rook c2 to c1. Yeah, there's only one rook. So yeah, okay, then you just say one. Yeah, okay, rook c1, check and mate. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Let me see if I did every other possibility. Okay. That's the mate. What else can their defense be? Can they do anything else? Their king is too far to attack my rooks. Yeah, I think I did that one. Let me see if there's any other possibility. What can white do now? This is a way to attack. This check. Now what? Yeah, I think. Can I go for it?
No, you're.
No. Okay. No.
Well,
no. Okay, that's a good point.
I asked if you find the best moves for white, but you're
I haven't found the best
assuming
moves.
king f1 is white's move every time. Why is that? You've played king f1 every single time, right? That was your move.
Yes.
Is that established that's the best move? Because that's
No,
the only move you
it
looked
can
at.
be this move as well.
There's other. I mean,
There are.
are you? Yeah, like
Yes, that's a good point. Yes.
you've only
King
played
D1.
one move.
That's true. That's
no,
true.
what do you mean king d1? You're threatening rook b1 checkmate. You already showed that. Right, rook takes b2, king d1, rook b1 is checkmate.
That's right. Yeah. So that's not a move. Then what else can I target?
You have to like try to put the same effort from white's perspective as you are with black, because
Okay. So rook takes b2
with the threat of.
with a threat of mate in 1.
Okay, so if b1 is the threat, and you're in white's shoes, and b1 is the threat.
Then you push the pawn.
There we go.
And then b1 is not a threat.
And someday you might play it and blunder.
Right. So now what, buddy? Now what? Okay. That's a good point. Have I thought of all the best moves? No, I haven't. Okay. That square is covered now.
Rook takes b2, pawn to e5. Now they're covering b1.
Mm-hmm.
But chess's patterns, ideas, similarities. And continue. How do you think you're supposed to try to checkmate white's king? Ladder style or checking horizontally like e2, g2?
I think I'm okay. Let me see. Yeah. So I am trying to do it ladder style.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because I already tried to do this
Right.
E2G2 business.
Right.
And it didn't.
No, it's good for a draw. No, it's at least a draw, so it's not bad to have that.
Yes, but I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be overtly ambitious here.
Okay. So rook takes b2, e5.
Rook takes b2, e5.
Yep.
Yes. Now I am a little fucked. Because then what can I do? I can give checks, but then we are on this business of rook of b2, e2, c2 again. So I don't want to do that. Now what can I do? Can go here, check. King can go here. Yeah, then I'm on this business of rook c2, d2, e2 again. So I'm trying to find a better strategy, and that's what I'm trying to. Well, yeah. Okay. This one I'm happy with so far. So rook takes b2. Then we have e5. Now, I'm just thinking. Okay. Then I can bring my rook back here. Okay, but that achieves nothing, so that's not a good plan. I can bring this rook here. King can move to these two squares. Yeah, that's the only possibility. So here, check, and then I have no more check, so that's not a good plan. So maybe I can bring this rook here, check. This rook here, check. King can move. Okay, again. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Thinking. So now I'm thinking that I have to only try for ladder because, okay, so rook takes e5, can't ladder from here, so okay, I can move the rook back to any other, so I can move the rook, let's say, to this square.
And what's the purpose of that square?
So I can checkmate on the next move.
Okay.
Right?
Almost checkmate, they'll block with the bishop, but yeah.
But yeah, and
checkmate.
then I can threatening checkmate on the next move.
No, that's right.
Right? And so then what's the best move they can do is they can, yeah, they cannot put the rook here because then I'm just threatening checkmate, so that's fine. They can again do this check. I can escape here and that's nothing more. I'm still threatening checkmate. So yeah, first move for sure, rook takes b2, and then e5 forced. Then I'm thinking rook goes to goes to a2. Then what is their possible move? Let's see.
Well, what if they go king f1? Right, similar idea.
King f1, then I can bring this rook to, let's say, sorry, then I can bring rook g b2. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm safe here.
And then what's your next move?
Then my next move will always be to go to a1 and checkmate. So that's my ladder technique. So okay, rook takes b2 and then e5. Rook goes to a2. What is the best thing they can do now? Okay, let's say king f1, rook gb2. Okay, now what can they do? They can't really do much to prevent a checkmate, so they can, let's say, give me a check on f8. I escape to a7, and then I'm still threatening a checkmate. So I think I'm doing well. I think that's the best line.
What if they, after rook a2, play bishop b1?
Okay, so after rook b2, oh, I see, they play bishop b1.
So rook b2, e5.
Rook b2, e5, rook
a2, bishop b1.
Right. I can go, I still go, let's say rook, no. I go rook a to b2.
Then they move back.
Oh, yeah. That's true. One can always try to prevent it. Okay. b2, e5, rook a2, bishop b1. Then I go rook a1, and I pin the bishop. And then on the next mate, yeah.
So what move would they try when you go rook a1? What's their last move to try?
Their last move will be to go to
king f1.
King f1. Exactly. Then I go rook g to b2.
And which rook is taking the bishop? Next move.
It's the rook on a1 that is taking the bishop, because otherwise it won't be a ladder anymore. Yeah.
So double check that, and if your
rook b2 takes e5, rook goes to a2, bishop b1, rook a1, king f1, rook b2. Then that's it. Yeah.
And if they wanted to stop checkmate, what do you think they would do? So they can, their rook now on f6 or f8 is not blocked by the bishop anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They could maybe go, so I think you've done a good job, but there's a line from the chat that we can read now.
Yes, okay.
Read this line and tell me if you can follow from V to vanquish. They're saying rook takes b2, e5,
yes.
rook a2, bishop b1, rook a1, king f1, which we looked at.
Yeah, rook a1, king f1.
Rook b2.
b2, yeah.
King g1.
King g1. Okay, yeah.
And now how would you take the bishop? If you were to take the bishop. Would you take with the a rook or the b rook? There's a reason the king went to g1.
Oh, yes. Of course. So now if I take it with the a rook, I take it with the b rook now.
B rook now.
Because then
they can't block.
Rook f1. Yeah, they can't block. Then I'm up a rook.
Excellent. That's fully complete. Double check if you want to, but that's...
Yeah, this is fine. Oh!
Spite check. Take your time now, because we didn't look at this move, so
yes.
Might as well just double check that you do this properly.
Okay, this is still fine. I take. King goes here. I take. Check.
Check.
Take.
That was 2016.
Fuck yeah, buddy. Thank you.
Great session. Great session. Very impressive. You worked really hard.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's like 3 hours of just non-stop work.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very well done.
Very enjoyable. I can stop if you...
No, we can... You have work tomorrow, so this is...
Up to you.
Yeah, no. But
I enjoy.
You wanted to get to 2000. We can continue this later.
Yes.
Like we can pause here and it saves. And
it saves.
I think so. I think Yasser Rahman did this.
So
that was 2000. No, we just don't move anything.
Wow.
We went from 0 to 2000. You worked really hard, and I thought you did a really good job.
Thank you, Blonde Maestro 69. I appreciate it. That was hard for me.
The last one was quite hard for you.
Quite hard,
the ladder, it was like, yeah.
It is hard to see. You can see it very trivially, but that's just years and years of practice, yeah. Wow. Thank you, guys. That was excellent. It's excellent. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Some people learned as well.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, because we did.
They could be a passive viewer or an active viewer. You learn more from being active, but we're all lazy, so it's hard to say.
Thank you, Christopher Coop. Thank you, Mad Physicist. Yeah, just trying. Just fun. To learn more.
No, that was to be continued, right?
Yes, to be continued.
Since I would enjoy 2000, and you can definitely do higher than 2000. We'll have to
rate Big Daisy.
Big Daisy streaming, but Brandon streaming. So we'll go give a host to Brando, our friend. Guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll be streaming on Kick regularly, and we still have Twitch streams. Amon streamed on Twitch yesterday and today. But thanks for hanging out. Good morning, Eddie. If you're new here, give a follow. We want to get that Kick viewership up. Definitely helps us a lot. So thank you. Let's get the energy up next time. But great session, Gunjan.
Thank you. I see you guys next time. It was a pleasure.
Cheers, everybody.